Did you miss me? I might have to stop saying that. They got Varnell coming back out. What up, y'all? Wednesday night, no strings. We back in the building and we back on the map. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Them damn fools back again. What up, cousin Torian, aka I Runs Wild?
What's up? Happy Wednesday. Happy to be here as always. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good, smelling good, and I'm ready to talk my ish. It's Pride Month, so yeah, I got my rainbow band on. So where the gay niggas at?
Where the gay niggas at? Crazy talk. We gotta change your name though, Torn, from the I Runs Wild, because you ain't really been out here running wild lately. But the last couple of years, you've been real conservative with your running wild.
Hey, you don't get to define what my wild is.
Here you go. Here you go. Everybody say what's up, man. We in here tonight. We waiting for the rest of the crew. We're gonna have a good time tonight, though. We definitely gonna get to the bird of the week. We're gonna talk about building a boo, right? Not me, but are y'all standards too customized? You know what I'm saying? About this tall, about this short. You know what I'm saying? Like, what y'all looking for out here? Yeah. Hold on. It was something since you said talk about Pride Month. We ain't really gotten into a lot of stuff about Pride, but I guess maybe fuck it. Let's talk about this real quick, because what's the dude's name? Trina's cousin, the Bobby dude. What's his name? I always forget his name.
Bobby.
Oh, yeah. I know it's like something. I knew it just wasn't Bobby. I know he go by the whole damn moniker. Bobby Lights. There you go. Did you see the thing he did where listen, it really helped me out as a heterosexual older gentleman, right? I'm gonna call myself an older gentleman. I'm covering some of these grays up today. He helped me out with some gay terms that I ain't know what the hell he was talking about. Did you see what he did this whole thing recently?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I pull it up for you real quick. Yeah, it was helpful for me. Maybe you might disagree with some of the stuff you were saying, Tori, because I don't know the verbiage. Hold on, let me pull this up. This is called, what did he call this? Hold on. There you go. LGBTQ slang 101. LGBTQ slang 101. So, I watched this at the beginning of the Pride Month, and I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. So let me know if you agree with his definitions, because some people in the comments were saying, we kind of agree, but that's kind of some old way of saying that. I don't fucking know, right? So, we'll see how Torian feels about it.
Right, because I don't know.
And I'm here to give y'all some terms that we use in the LGBTQIA plus community. So the first word is gag. Gag, whether you know it or not, I'm pretty sure it's self-explanatory. A lot of us use it. It's basically you're shocked, you're impressed. You're like, whoa, okay, damn, I gag at the size of his dick, or I gag. How his leg get me, gag is like I'm impressed. I can't believe I said size of his dick. I gotta start drinking. Hey, what up? It's your boy Bobby Lights, and I'm here to give y'all some terms that we use in the LGBTQ. Kiki, you're a joke.
Okay, yeah. See, this is gag. I heard that before. Kiki, what the hell is Kiki? He said you're a joke.
You done heard Kiki before.
I've never in my life heard somebody say somebody's Kiki. Like I heard like what? I've never heard of somebody say you're. Is that how do you use it in a sentence? Like I don't know how
it's it's another word for like gossiping. Like we had a little Kiki. Like we chatted up. We Kiki. We talk. We have fun. We got
well, it depends. Again, are we gonna Kiki? Like Kiki is like, we're conversing. Like we're gonna have a Kiki. I'm gonna converse with my girls. We're gonna laugh and have a gander and just, have fun. And then if we're saying like, oh, she is a Kiki bitch, it can also be like this, she's a joke. Right? So, but I think Kiki is becoming now, and correct me if I'm wrong, right? Kiki's been transitioning to something more good now. Because when we were younger, bitch, you'd be like, oh, she a key, bitch. The used to be bad, like, oh, you're a joke. But now it's like, oh, she a key, like, Nene Lisa's a key. Like, it's like, you're funny as fuck. Almost like, key, it's like, it can also mean like, you're funny as fuck.
You see, this is confusing now, Tori. Now I'm confused.
He's making up shit now. He just making up shit. I ain't never heard it be like, talking about somebody as a joke.
Bobby Lights out here making up his own. All right, I see what you're doing, Bobby. All right, let's go.
Kiki, you're a joke. And my favorite, oh my god, my favorite word, trade. Trade. Oh,
Okay, this is the one that messed me up because I saw the word trade. What the fuck is trade? I'm like, you trade?
You wouldn't know. Yeah, trade is a.
Yeah, what the fuck is this threw me off.
that's another precious. No, actually, the sad part about it, I feel like we have more trades than tops. I clocked that, G bitch. We have more trades than we do have tops. But that's for a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day, honey. Anyways, trade. I'm gonna be respectful. I'm gonna keep it as very just vague as possible because I feel like I don't want to invade anyone's privacy and I don't want to fuck up anything I got going on with my friend. So I'll say this: a trade is just I feel it's a man that is not out of the closet, doesn't intend on coming out of the closet, enjoys having a little fun with the same sex, and he'd rather keep it under wraps. And someone who has taken a lot of money from me in the past.
Oh wow. First of all, Bobby out here. Wow.
No, he's a trick.
So hold on. So first of all, shout out to Shay. We see you in the building, Shay. Shay said I thought a Kiki meant the way you laugh, like how some people laugh. Yeah, that's what I was gonna heard it. But yeah. Trade, this trade thing threw me off. Like, so this is the new term for somebody that's on the down low or on the DL or
see, it's because this was like I think like debated like last year because people got like different terminology for shit. So some people, what I thought trade was, or I guess what trade is to me is just somebody who is more mass presenting. Like you wouldn't know he was gay. Like that's the trade. But some people just like know it's a DL man who just like to dibble dabble, or it's a straight man who like to dibble dabble, but he like straight.
Yeah, you and Bobby keep saying he's a straight man that likes to dibble and dabble. And I, as a straight man myself, I find that confusing because that would to me indicate that you're not straight, which is fine, but that don't seem like you're straight. It seems like maybe you're bisexual, which is. Are you saying that like they identify as straight? I guess what you
yeah, that's how I was putting the quote. Okay. You just how no shade to Naomi, but how she said like she would eat. I mean, she would let somebody eat her pussy, but like she would never fall in love with a woman. Like to me, as you said, that's bisexual. If you still
that's a pretty easy.
But she's a straight woman. Like she identifies as straight. She's a straight woman. Like so she would be like a female trade. Wait till
Naomi get on here tonight. I'm gonna call her a trade. Hey, I'm gonna call Naomi a trade tonight. What else we got, Bobby?
Fish means, me, Little Mermaid. I'm like, fish is very much like you're passable. In the gay community, it comes up. The word fish in the gay community is you're passable. Like you're born to be a woman and your transition is happening gracefully and you look, like an actual woman according to what society perceives a woman to look like, right?
Torin, you look like you might not be agreeing with this.
Well, I'm just confused because he said he was fish, but then he said like it's a person transition. So I'm like, is he transitioning? Like, I didn't know what's going on. But no, that term is right. But like, look, I'm not a big gay connoisseur. Like I'm
hilarious,
still learning terminology myself. Like a lot of people be thinking I'm gay, but I'm not gay. I'm more like straight gay. So I don't even know from my knowledge, fish was just like somebody more feminine.
I guess that's kind of what he's saying, though, right? That's kind of what Bobby's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. See how you're confused. So as a straight man, I was confused, listeners. I ain't know what the hell.
Yes, I would even blame somebody who not in the community to be knowing this.
Yeah,
shit.
I was super confused.
I want to be very careful on what I say. And then fish, and as a gay coming to another, it could be to another female. It's just like, oh, you're a fish. Like fish could be like you're sickening. Fish could be synonymous to sickening. And also, fish can also mean like you're passable. Ooh, she's giving fish, honey. Like, oh, she's giving real woman. Fish basically equals woman.
Oh, don't show that to listen. We should have had Naomi. Naomi would have went crazy in here tonight. Fish equal woman. Shout out to Bobby Lights. You heard him, goddamn it.
Fish.
Okay, hold on. What's the next one?
Ooh, Benji. Benji can be defined in many ways depending on how, your upbringing. To me, a person doing some other shit might be Benji, and then someone else that grew up in a rougher upbringing than me is looking at that as normal, and that ain't Benji to them. That's just normal. So I feel like it's just how you define something that's out of the ordinary, raunchy, and very pushing the envelope to you. Because to me, what Benji is to me, and I say all that just to basically give my definition of what I think Benji is. Benji is someone who's unapologetically them. They're going to speak their mind. They're going to be a little bit of ratchet, a little bit of fabulous, and also giving, tea. Like, oh, bitch, I'm Benji. Benji's almost indescribable, bitch. Like a Benji ass bitch. I'm a Benji.
Okay, this is a word. Another word I've never heard in my life. I mean, I'm not in the community, so but Banji, like, what's this?
I never heard that before.
Okay, so he making shit. Okay, so Bobby kind of low key making some shit up too. All right, Banji. What up? We got a couple more, Torian.
Oh wow.
Chop. Oh my God, Chop is a no. Chop is bitch is a hard fuck no. And you ain't getting out of it, bitch. It's just
See, I didn't like this one being the LGBT. I think people say chop. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's the one that's just universe. Yeah. That's just something.
Yeah, okay. We'll move on from chop.
Clock. Ooh, clock is like it can be used a couple ways. First of all, you can be telling a story and you're like, yeah, when I got there, girl, his drawers was off, and mind you, she was standing in the kitchen with her little dress on, but mind you, her husband was at work. Now clock that cheap bitch. It's like trying to tell a person, pay attention to that little detail, bitch. Or clock can be like, I hate to bring this as an example, but like RT girls, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to RT girls, sometimes like they get clocked. Sometimes this is just something that happens along the journey, and it's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like you might be in a straight club or whatever, and then maybe a straight guy kind of knows like your T, and he like clocked you. He's like, well, I don't clock her. Like, I think I know her real. You know what I'm saying? That's the one way. And then the third way could be is like, I done clocked your T, bitch. Like, where I done called somebody out on their shit in front of them, and I clocked that, bitch. And like, you done called somebody out on their shit. It could be trade. It could be someone that stole your shit, and you done clocked their shit. Basically clock is like calling a bitch out on their shit.
Yeah, clocked is, that shit seems very, it's contrary shit. It's a lot of animosity and getting clocked. I don't want to get clocked. Everybody. When was the last time you got clocked, Torian? Somebody. I ain't trying to get clocked.
But I mean, we done clocked you a few times, Roy. With the truth teller, like you ain't a truth teller. Clock it.
Hey, hilarious. All right, come on. What else we got, Bobby?
Butch Queen. Okay. So Butch Queen is basically a boy that's able to give off feminine and masculine energy. And he's also gay. So it's like, you have a gay boy. Butch Queen. Oh my God. A top is someone who, by the way, tops are extinct in our community, by the way. Very extinct. And I must do everything I can. I have all the power invested in me to protect them. And anytime I come across a top, I put them up in a high place, and I keep them safe because tops are so rare. Tops are what we long for in a gay community. Tops are the ones that penetrate. There's no entering the back door. It's just front door service. So a verse is someone who prefers both. It can be bottom, it can be a top. Back door service, front door service. And a lot of times when it comes to verse, it really depends on, they have these mood swings or these moments where they're feeling it, or some tops may be like,
this is the part where I finally get to say this in this whole conversation. Pause. God damn it. Pause. I let you make it for a lot of terms going through, Bobby. We pausing this all three of these. What's this? Top, verse, bottom, pause. God damn it. Let's pause all that. All right, let's go. I think this is the last one, though.
But fun fact, actually,
say what?
Fun fact is that not just gay men use the term like top versus bottom. Like I had learned that lesbians also use that terminology too for like, because it's really just sexual position. Like, what you prefer in bed? Like, do you prefer giving or receiving? I didn't know that women went by that too until I had worked with like this lesbian girl. She was like, "Yeah, I'm a verse." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Wait, y'all use that too?" Like, oh wow, that's so crazy. So you have some lesbians who are tops, you know, they get that strap on, and you got the ones who be bottoms, and they just like to get receive.
Yeah, well, there you go. Okay, this is the one that for me, I think is just the most out of pocket use of a word. Lord have mercy. Why? Oh my bad. Hold on. Why are we using this, Torian?
Cut is like your tea, you're sickly, you're it. You're the one. Beyonce is cunt. Cunt.
No. We're not saying that to be honest. We're not gonna say. I'm not letting you say that to Beyonce, Torian. Don't
What you mean? She used it herself.
no.
Her Renaissance shit was cunty radio. Like she's cunt.
She didn't. That's not her. That's some people doing that. That's not her doing. That's them folks doing that. She didn't want nothing to do with
it. That was her
I'm not-
whole station.
I'm not letting y'all call Beyonce that. This is out of pocket.
It's like how we change.
It used to be, you know.
You said what?
Cunt is like how we changed the meaning of like nigga. Like it's not like a slur that you use against like women. Like you're a cunt. Like it's like, oh, you're cunt. Oh, that's so cunt. Like, oh, you ate that shit up. Like you're.
I just don't like that word. I don't know, maybe because I'm old and I grew up with like that word. Just I don't like that. Like I don't know it. Like when I hear it, I don't know. It's just like it's just I don't like the word. So I don't know. It's a weird.
No, I absolutely. It's some words that they're using. I don't know what else he has. This is the last one. Or is it more?
That's it. Yeah.
So it's a new one that they start using. Well, they've been using actually because I was watching an older show, and they was using, but they referring to like other gay men. They refer to each other as punks, and I do not like that because like it just refer, I don't take it as like no type of way of uplifted. Like I'm not changing the meaning of that. Like I feel like you calling me a punk ass nigga. Like no, I'm not no punk. Like don't refer to me like that. And I had this dude who was trying to like talk to me and shit, and he was like referring to me as a punk, and I'm like, no, don't do that. And I was immediately turned off. Like he like you are a punk. I'm like, and that's the end of that. You ain't gotta worry about me no more. Like just do not refer to me as no punk because I'll beat your ass. You know, like I don't like that at all. I do not like them trying to make that uplifting or something. It's just, and then you got women now who be using that term now against gay men. So I'm like, they using that as a slur. They not using it uplifted. Like, because I done got into it with somebody on IG about it. A straight woman told someone, see, this is why I don't like you punks. I said, hold on now.
Oh, damn.
Hold on now. I got sisters who will whoop your ass. You know, like, so yeah, that's controversial.
So is that the takeover of the word punk? Is that relatively new?
No. Well, I thought it was new, but then, like I said, I was watching something that was like older, and they was like,
oh, okay.
He said he used the word punk, and I was like, oh, I was watching Housewives, and it was like the earlier seasons, and like it was a gay man on it, and he was like, these punks, and I was like, oh shit, this is not new. Like this is not a new word. Okay, like that was like 08, maybe a little older than that, but yeah, it was definitely like 2010 at least. And I was like, oh wow. So this word been going around. Like, okay.
Torian don't want to take that word back, but he want to take back cunt. Ain't that a
well, I don't use cunt, but I mean I know what it means, and I listen, but
yeah,
I don't use it.
Okay, I want to get to the bird. I don't know who you had, but for me, I love anytime we can throw dirt on her or kick her back in. I love it. It makes my day very happy if she's done something to piss people off or if people are upset with her. And I'm talking about. And I'm talking about Doja Cat.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
I thought you was going to say Amanda Seals.
Oh, you know I hate Amanda Seals. So, well, what Barack Obama did for black people? Shut your goofy ass up. He ain't been president. We got 3 damn presidents since him. Shut up. She is goofy. But Doja Cat, I love to kick her back in. And she had a whole little controversy over the last couple of days. I don't think it's been resolved either. I think people are still upset with Doja. Let's get to this. Have you seen it? You saw this, right, Torin?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, let's get to this with Doja and it's, as they say, controversy. This is this week's Bird of the Week. Here we go. So this is Doja Cat. I don't know, where was she at on this, Torian?
I'm not sure where she was. I just know she was outside.
Where this was. That's the only thing I'm not clear on. Is like where this is. I'm about to get my. They're outside of. I'm about to get. Damn it! Hold on. They're outside of a venue or something, and she runs into this gentleman, and we'll play this for y'all, man. Doja Cat is so goofy.
I'm about to give my shirt to Doja Cat because she's the iconic girl.
Period.
No, babe. More, I got you always. This is the girl. Period.
Happy Pride Month.
Pablo. Wait, what's your running? Or is it Doja? Ami? Ami, so nice to meet you, girl. You're beautiful. I hope you have the best night. You're literally everything in life. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ami, thank you.
You smell great.
Hold on. Wait at the end.
Smell great.
Okay. That's an important piece because this was her later that night. This is Doja Cat. This is the same day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same day.
Or maybe the next day, because it seemed like it was maybe it was just I don't know. Actually, I think it was that same night. But I'm like, it seemed like it was later than like 10. But
yeah, she says, bottom line is I'll smile at you, but it doesn't mean I F with you. And don't touch me and manhandle me when you don't even effing know me. If you know, you know. I honestly think I need to stand up for myself in the moments, in the moment sometimes. And he didn't even know my effing name to be touching me and kissing me on my face like that. It's crazy. And then the last part that she said is, I threw that musty ass shirt away, by the way. There you go. There you go.
She clocked that man.
There you go with Doja.
I'm not mad at Doja. People was mad. People were not mad. I'm not mad at her.
You're not mad at Doja?
Nah. To me, the guy was the bird because he did know her name. Like, he was definitely giving, like, one of his friends knew who that was, and he like, oh. Because he was, like, really rough with her.
Was he rough, Torian?
If you pause frame, like he was holding her arms, like he was really like manhandling her. Like,
was he? I don't.
It was some of the freeze frames that I was seeing. He really was. And then why would you? It seemed like they was like maybe after a concert or something. So why would you think she wants your like musty ass shirt? Like he probably was like sweating, partying, and then like. Just because she said your shirt was cute, I mean she wanted.
Now, why is she lifting her leg up on him if she's so uncomfortable?
Because she being recorded. It's like, shit, let me just be nice. Because if I don't, then motherfuckers going to be having a problem with it.
So why go to IG and get tough on Instagram and get tough?
She went to Twitter. That was her fault, you know, but.
Where was her peoples at? Why was she dolo?
I don't know. Maybe they was out the country. I don't know. I don't know where this boy is at. I don't know where they was at, but or maybe she was talking to another fan and gave permission to that one. He just ran up. I don't know the full video, but
I think it's a bit much to. I don't think he's manhandling her. Then she's talking about the kissing and all that. Okay, I mean, look, I don't think he kissed her. It looked like it was.
He hold her right there. Look, he was holding her like.
Torian. He's touching her elbow. What are you talking about?
Right her elbow. He was holding her real hard.
Stop it. Y'all making it seem like you remember on Friday when Craig is talking to to Nia Long and she was like, and Debo grabbed me like, did you grab me like this or like this? Like, you doing too much. He's touching the girl elbow, and you're like, oh, lock him up. Me manhandling her elbow. Stop.
He was.
She went in for the hug. She could have gave him a church hug right here.
That
she
was
went
that.
in.
That was that. I'm trying to just get this interaction over with. Like, please just take this hug and go, because he clearly not going away. Like, like she was trying to walk away, and he like want to jump up. Like, no, nigga, I just want to go. Leave me alone.
Now I do agree. She probably did just want to leave. I do agree. She probably just wanted to get the hell up out of there. But okay, so let's play him. So he took. So after that, he took to I think IG, and I think he looked like he had sobered up as well a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so here you go, talking about the encounter.
Hi guys, I was just at a party and I got informed that Doja said some shit about me on Twitter. I just want to clear this up because it hurts, because I loved her. I watched her at Coachella. I've never claimed to be the biggest fan, but I really stand her and I think what her work is amazing. I just think it's crazy because she's the one at this event that was being so nice, and she said, she pointed out my shirt, and I said, and I like that. And then when I went outside and she was outside, I was like, girl, you'd be the perfect girl for my Pride collection. And she said, what do you mean, what Pride collection? I said, oh, I released this t-shirt, blah, blah, blah. I'd love to give you one. She said, I'd want one right now. And I said, oh, I could give this one to you. She said, no way, you're not going to give this to me. And that's when the video started, and she was being so sweet and amazing, and I thought that's what it was. And now, guys, she's on Twitter saying she threw that musty shirt away. She's saying that I didn't know her name, that I manhandled her, all this stuff. I understand, guys, if I was being like too nice or whatever, I will take full accountability. I'm gay. I would never want to make her feel uncomfortable. She's
nigga tried to use the gay card.
Yeah.
And I'm gay. What the hell that got to do with anything? I'm gay. So far, what do you think, Torian? Because he's saying before the video started, she was asking for the shirt.
She just said like, what's the shirt? And he was like, oh, this is my collection. Like, she it was just being like nice rapport. And it was like, no way you're gonna give me that shirt. Like, it was kind of like, please don't give me your shirt. Like, like in a nicer way, like, there's no way. And he did, so it's like, oh god damn it, this motherfucker gave me his goddamn shirt. I don't know. Like, damn, okay. Oh yeah, thank you. Like, knowing she finna throw that bitch away like she did. Like, yeah,
We'll listen to some more. We'll listen to about another 30 seconds. Here we go.
so iconic. I thought I have only been saying the nicest things about her. She's the sweetest celebrity. She made me feel so seen. She said, Ami, I thought she was nice. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is for publicity or for whatever, guys, but I would have never wanted to make her uncomfortable. I would have never even filmed if she didn't say yes, guys. That video that we filmed was after everything, and I don't want to be that guy that comes on emotional or whatever, but I feel like I'm always the butt of the joke. Like, why am I the punching bag, bro? Like, literally,
we don't know you,
she's
so relax.
the sweetest girl ever, but
right.
I guess she went on a whole tweet rant about me.
Okay, that's enough. Now you're doing too much. Why am I the butt? We don't even know you, sir. Relax. No one's calling you the butt of the joke. So relax. But I don't know. I thought that was, listen, I'm here because people was upset with her. So, I was happy about it. And look, apparently he didn't got a little clout because, like you said, that's his line. So they said the sales is going up.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't like this song. Cause why he using the N-word?
There you go. Go get you a Kendall Jenner tank that says musty ass shirt. get you a musty ass shirt, Kendall Jenner tank, Torian. That's what you like. So there you go.
I'm good.
It's a no for you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I personally, I think Doja overreacted in that with the whole Twitter storm. It was a bit much for me. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think that she was no damn victim in this. She needs to relax. She needs to relax. Any other birds we got? Oh, I just came across another bird. Hold on. This right here. I know you saw this, Torian. Lord, I know you saw this. Here we go.
Tired, y'all. Like, it's like having 2 kids is one thing. Having 3 is like having 10. The babies is where they at. I need a break. Shy's with her dad. Hendrix is
Who knows?
wrong. So hard to like manage a business and make sure I'm overseeing that Instagram. Someone says stop having them if you're tired. Good one. Shut up. People be tired without kids. Like, what are you talking about? I'm tired, y'all. Like,
Yeah, everybody was like, "Hey, shut up! Nobody told you to go out here and have 3 kids by 3 different niggas. Go sit down somewhere. I want to hear that."
No,
tired,
for real.
Yeah, sit your ass down. I want to hear that. I'm tired. Sit your ass down, Joey.
Damn, I do have one. Let me try to share my screen.
All right.
I've been watching myself, but
see, can I add it? Hold on, let me remove that one. Add that. There we go. Oh yeah, I just yeah, this motherfucker here. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, shit.
Not give any money to the fucking water boys. They just stole $1,100 from me, sent $1,100 from my cash app to theirs. I literally had $2 on there. They changed it and sent $1,100 to them. It was a lot of boys on a fucking on a scooter, on them damn lime scooters. But that's okay. I got the fucking police right here. I hope them. Y'all, somebody need to put them hoes under the jail. $1,100, bitch. Didn't I just put on my fucking post that I just got laid the fuck off? Them hoes need to be put under the jail. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't give a fuck about none of that. That shit got me so motherfucking heated. $1,100 motherfucking dollars. But that's okay, cause bitch, I got APD on your bitch ass and they're looking for you. They're literally looking for you, hoe. You're dumb. Like, you're dumb as fuck. The fuck? Like, one thing about it is, if you know me, I'm always supporting the community. I've always given literally like a couple dollars to them hoes. $1,100? You gonna see yourself? Really? You gonna change the amount from $2 to $1,100? Really? Like, I'm asking them niggas to put the fucking cash app in, bro. It wasn't working. They're like, here, let me just do it. Nigga, this for $1,100? All right. Don't worry. APD is definitely on your dumb bitch asshole. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I swear to God. Fuck them niggas. And they are going under the fucking jail. Nigga, you claim you fucking 19? Bitch, you're done. You're done for, bitch. I hope them hoes run you the fuck over. You're done. You're done.
First of all, why was she giving a 19-year-old boy a 19-year-old water boy is insane.
That's the water team. That's a water man, right?
Ass man out there, nigga, right?
That
and
is
second of all,
insane.
who the hell is giving a phone? Listen, if I ain't got no cash, I don't need the water that bad or the juice or the Powerade. If I ain't got no cash, I promise you, I'm not giving you my phone or we not doing no cash. No, not for no water boys. I promise. No, that ain't it.
No, I'm not giving my phone. If it ain't working, if I'm typing it ain't working, then bye, deuces. Like, I'm not giving my phone to them. Like, no. And then even if I did, there's no way I'm gonna let them just hit send on that shit. I'm gonna check, make sure the amount is right, and then send it. Like, I'm just like, put your name in. You know, I do nothing else but put that name in. If I do that, but I'm not doing that. Like,
no, that's insane. Like, I don't blame the water boys. Like, if you catch somebody that's stupid and gullible, listen, man, we out here selling a water that it's all clearly it's hustling, right? It's water.
Yeah.
Juice. So we just bought a pack of juice or a pack of water for $5, and now we selling them for $2 a piece. Like, we upcharging like a motherfucker anyway, right? So we way overcharging for this shit, right? And your dumb ass gonna hand me your phone? Like, you the dummy.
Yeah.
Hey, the water boys up. Shout out to the water boys, man.
No, people was in the comments just trying to like, people's on her, but it was people like, I can't. How y'all trying to blame her? Like, she's the victim. Like, cause she's dumb. Like, what you mean? Like, she should have never gave her phone to that person. Like, at all. She should have double checked. Even if she did, she should have double checked the amount. Like, and I'm like, Cash App, you can like dispute that shit right away. So she just doing the most for me, but maybe I don't know.
Nah,
I don't have to dispute no fucking Cash App shit.
Nah, it's a lot going on. No, she's corny. She's
Yeah.
corny.
She definitely a bird for that. That's big bird activity.
No, that's a fact. No, that's a fact. That's a good one. 'Cause I had that one too. That's definitely a good one right there. Okay, before we get into it, anything? Oh, hold on, one other thing. This ain't really a bird. We can take. Think we done with the birds. We just on the goofballs now. That's that's it for the birds. We just on to this some goofball motherfuckers now. I saw this goofball. Where it go? Well, let me say it's not a goofball because it's sad. But did you see this? So, I guess was this couple internet or TikTok or were they popping on there that where the woman got unalived recently? This couple, the Frenchman and what was the girl name? They had a real toxic relationship. This is apparently like the last live they did before he actually unalived her.
Yeah, I still haven't really watched it.
Yeah, listen, I thought this was all like, I'm like, oh, okay, they just putting on an act for the camera. I didn't realize that. I was like, oh, this is the couple they're talking about. That like it went. I'm like, this is insanity that people were talking to each other this way, and y'all were watching this being entertained by this toxicity. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, she looks cute. Turn my phone back on.
Shout out to my nigga. But I can't shout out to him. No, I'm not shouting out, but he is smoking that black. Shout out to him.
Turn my phone on. That I paid the bill for. That I paid for.
Come on, let's get to it. Hold on.
He really bad about some Gucci.
Where we go? Okay, here we go.
Don't even tell.
She went to goddamn cheat. Long story short, after all that other live and shit, I was out the house, went staying for a couple months, came back, you know what I'm saying, really went staying.
Let me get to the shit.
We had someone.
They talking on Snapchat. It's him. So I go through the messages and shit, see her telling him, oh, I'm gonna call you back. I'm on the phone with his mama and all this shit here. Yeah, like, now remind you, this is a nigga that used to damn run with me. He used to run long story short. Long story. Bitch, what the fuck I give you the right to go fucking? I ain't fucking. You fucked her. Okay, so I didn't fuck her. What they give you the right to go talk to him? I didn't. Okay,
they are right now just arguing about their infidelity on one another. He's saying that she had sex with one of his homeboys, and she's saying, well, you had sex with one of the chicks that he was dating, and so this is all crazy.
And I told it's your correction. You told him, and I told him, I said, why fucking your bitch?
Okay. Again, so she telling him,
she
telling him,
oh, she telling everybody trying to vouch like, oh, he did some fucked up shit to you, and you did it to him.
I'll be back, y'all. You keep running your mouth and beat your ass now.
You did.
Keep running your mouth. I told you sit back in the damn audience. Again, she don't talk, and I beat her ass. This is why I'm trying to get you. I'm finna get to the whole nitty gritty. She don't want me to tell the story.
Nah, boy, you beat my ass when I was pregnant. I hadn't even talked to nobody. Okay, so stop lying.
This the type of bitch that get beat.
That's a crazy statement. This the type of B that get beat is an insane statement to make on your live. After you just said, after they both admitted that he has put like. The fact that people were watching, I'm gonna stop it there because it just keeps. But the fact that people were like watching their lives and being entertained by them like arguing it and talking about hitting on each other and all that, I'm like, dude, like we gotta stop watching stuff like that, man. It's not funny, it's not cute. And I know some people were saying, well, it wasn't all like that. Sometimes they were just having fun, and yeah, but when you see that, like, it can turn like that, because on this live, he goes on to say, he grabs a knife and say, if you keep talking, I'm going to do it to you. And he ends up later that day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, these are people that, like, really got some problems. You know me. I hate the glorification of, like, these toxic relationships like it's cute. That's why I was so upset with the bad baby girl talking about what I'm supposed to do, just leave my family just because he hit me one time. I'm supposed to just because he hit me a couple of times, I gotta leave my family. Okay, well, stay there, and when it gets worse, don't fucking talk to the. Don't get on IG and want us to chime in on it when the nigga beat you up for. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's why I hated the Krishan and Blueface stuff.
I was just gonna mention that. That's who.
You know what I'm saying? Like that whole thing with all that. Like, no, that's not cute. Like that shouldn't be nothing that people is looking up to. Nothing. Like it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like all that is bullshit. That's not the way anybody should live. I'm not saying I'm like somebody you should model yourself after. I'm not saying I'm better than nobody else. But I've never in my life called my wife out of her name. I've never done it. It's just not something I do. Right? I was just raised different, and I got too much respect for her and her family for me to call her out of her name. She'll tell you I never done. I've cussed at her before. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Like, cuss, like, but not when I say cuss at her, not calling her a bitch or a dumb hoe. Like, no, I've never done that. You know what I'm saying? But like, I've cussed. Yeah, I'm like, God damn, what the fuck you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit. But like, I've never called her out of her name ever. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't know how
you call her no motherfucker. Huh? You ain't never called her no motherfucker.
You crazy? The only reason I'm pausing on that because like that's such a like an old black.
No, it is. I wouldn't count that as like one.
Yeah, because like old black for like I just say motherfucker on anything. Like goddamn motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like so yeah, I might have said motherfucker, but like no, like I don't know how you feel about it, but for me, I feel like in war, right? This is apropos right now, right? In war, even when two nations are warring, technically there are rules, right? Like you don't go after civilians, right? You don't go after like churches, synagogues, mosques, stuff like that. You don't target those things intentionally, right? That like there are rules. I think the same applies in like arguments with your partner, right? Like it's certain stuff. Me personally, I don't believe in the whole. Well, hey man, I apologize. I was just mad when I said that. It's like, nah, you can't just always lean on that. You know what I'm saying? That you was just mad and you just called me the most vile shit that you can think of because you were mad. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So I never liked that. How do you respond in those situations when like, or let me ask you in a different way. Are you willing to like reconcile with somebody who you have an argument with and they like call you like some real vile shit, like call you out of your name, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
they call you a punk. They call you a punk. There you go.
Look, now you say that. I don't know, because I'm gonna question every time. Like, this motherfucker really think that way about me. Like, they really just want to call me an F word. Like, I would rather you just call me an F word than call me a punk. Like, that seems like you just going to scapegoat about it. Like, nah, if you gonna say that shit, say that shit. But I don't think I have ever gotten to an argument with somebody and they did like really say something that I felt like they really was like disrespecting me. Now, can I say the same like reverse? Like, I know I've had some women friends who was like, "Don't be calling me bitch," and I'm like, "But bitch, I call you bitch every other time. Now you would get mad." Like, so that was like one thing. So I guess I'm like now getting like a glimpse about that. Like, it is just the difference of like the tone or the meaning behind it. I mean, but it's still the same meaning for me. I'm never calling somebody out their name, disrespectfully, angry. I never do that. Maybe I might be lying. I don't know. But I never been angry at somebody and like really just tried to like go
and
at
stuff happens, right?
I'm coming at you with facts. I'm never coming at you just like throwing shit up there just to hurt your feelings. I'm gonna hurt your feelings with facts. Like, no, you a shicey ass motherfucker because you did this, or you a dirty ass dog. Maybe I didn't call it names. You a dirty ass motherfucker.
Second thought.
You a snake. It be stuff like that. Like, you a snake. Like,
right.
But it's never like no bitch or no hoe. or I haven't even argued with like somebody who I love like in a romantic way. So I don't know.
But you know what though, like you do bring up a good point though. 'Cause I never thought about that because you said that. And what's everybody say what's up to Lionel? One is in the building. Everybody put their ones up, dog.
What up, y'all?
Ones up, man. One is in the building. What up, my guy?
What up?
We in here, man. You missed the whole. We had a LGBTQ slang tutorial earlier. It was beautiful. I learned a lot of vernacular.
Happy Pride Month.
Yeah, I'm gonna start calling y'all cunts now.
Oh, wow.
Everybody's a cunt. But anyway,
I told him Beyonce. He's like, you anybody calling Beyonce that? I'm like, she had country radio. Like,
yeah, that's an insane word. Cunt is an insane word to use. I ain't gonna lie.
But hers was with a K. Word. Hers wasn't with a C. Hers was with a K.
Right.
Yeah, I don't care what it was. That's an insane word.
There's two different types of cunts.
Whoa.
It's true.
This is insane. Yeah, that whole thing is insane for me. But getting back to this though, like, you know, there are, you know, I think we all understand, you know, and sometimes I do get that stuff happens in the argument and stuff happens, and I'm not saying one-offs here and there, but you brought up something interesting, Torian, because you were saying that you use that word bitch with your friends all the time. See, I don't use the word, right? Like I'm from an older generation where like I don't use that word at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm from a place like, especially like man to man, somebody call you a bitch, like, you know, you gotta be ready to square up now. Like once you say that, it's square up action. But now I understand because I'm at the courts all the time. I'm hooping and playing ball. And these young dudes call each other bitch, like it's just, you know what I'm saying? Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. And then they dap each other up and keep hooping. I'm like, oh, that's just insane. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. Like, it's just different. You know what I'm saying? Like, they weren't.
Blame Diddy for that part, for bitch ass niggas. He made that. He popularized that. He really did for making the bed.
He calls somebody a bitch ass nigga. The way I grew up, you call me a bitch ass nigga. We got to shoot a fair one. Like, we might can play after this, but we got to get a fair one in right now, though. Like, I'm a bit, hold. Because, like, y'all might come from this, too. Because when somebody say you a bitch, like, we used to say this. If you see a bitch, slap a bitch, nigga. Oh, you saying bitch. Oh, you see a bitch, slap a bitch then. Right? Like, that's how we used to give it up. Pause. But, so yeah, like, I don't come from a place where, like, we play with the bitch word like that, either with women or with dudes. But I understand that it can be different. You know what I'm saying? So, but I just always think it's whack though to try to intentionally hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? In an argument. What's up, Naomi? Naomi's in the building. Everybody say hi.
Hey, happy No Strings Day. Happy to be here.
The mystical alchemist. God damn it.
All right, you know how we get down on this side.
Yeah. I just feel like I feel like when you come on, we should have like some potions or something. I don't know. It should be like a whole thing.
It's okay. I got them going in the back. You just can't.
Me too.
Oh, hold on. What did I say I was going to call Naomi? Hold on. We got our from our LGBT. What is it? Oh, yeah. Yes, we've learned through our LGBTQ slang that Naomi is a trade, technically.
Naomi is not trade.
No, she's a trade.
That's crazy.
Naomi's a trade. I didn't know what that means.
I'm
what that
strictly dickly. Thank you.
No, you said that you wouldn't be opposed to somebody if they wanted to munch a little bit. You know, you might, let them get down. You wouldn't call them back, but you would let them get down. So you got a little trade in you, just a little bit. You know what I
mean? That's what y'all want to, of course, call it.
That's what I took.
That's crazy.
A little trade in you.
I'm trying to be discussing my sexual proclivities.
No, it was like Bobby Lights was giving us terms, and I was learning. I went to school. It was called LGBTQ Slang 101. And I was learning earlier in the show. I was learning from Bobby Lights. Shout out to Bobby Lights. He taught me a lot. He taught me that. And Torian's the one that brought up you. I didn't bring it up, to be honest. I'm snitching now. Torian was like, oh, Naomi would be a woman trade. I was like,
oh, really?
I'm like, and what's T is you're actually a straight man, Torian.
I told him that. I said, I'm a straight gay. I'm not gay. I'm straight.
Hey, that is what he said.
He already clocked his own team.
Yeah,
I know you always clock. Look, we know one of the words too, line o'clock.
That was one of the words.
Yeah, they're not talking to you that I'm standing on business right now.
Yeah, they taught me a bunch of words I'm finna use now. Yeah, I'm finna use all kinds of shit. Fuck everybody up. I'm calling everybody a cunt now too. Since I know that like that's acceptable, I'm calling everybody a cunt.
Well, everybody is not kind. That's the problem.
Well, I'm just gonna say I'm gay. If they get offended, well, I'm just gonna say I'm gay. Well, I'm gay.
Oh my god, I wish we could put up
Crazy.
that one video.
No, I'm saying
Look,
that would be you would be giving people a compliment that might not be due. Like everybody.
No, I'm not
No,
giving
for
a-
real.
Everybody's just a cunt now. I just want to use
Wait,
the word.
Roy, did we play that one video? That dude, he was at Pride. He was like, just like he's a straight man. He was like, I'm just
He was
gonna
like,
walk
yes,
my
bitch.
yes, bitch ass nigga. And they was like, I love that video. Oh
You
my
can get away with anything by being.
Yeah, this is how you get. Yeah, you can say anything to everybody.
God.
Yeah?
Yes, bitch ass nigga. That dude was like, yes. We have to play it next week.
Being free to call people a bitch ass nigga with like no recourse, like that's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean?
No, it really is.
Yeah. Although here's what we did learn, and we'll move on from this. We did learn that Torian is okay with using cunt, but he's not okay with using punk, which is very interesting and hypocritical of you, Torian. Torian said we took cunt back, but y'all didn't. But y'all took punk back too. But Torian doesn't want that one back.
I don't want that.
See, Torian's an
I
old
never
Negro.
even thought of like cunt being associated with being gay.
Oh, they took that. I don't know what happened.
Kiss me. I'm on the show.
LGBT community just took the word.
They did.
Close the door.
What?
Yeah.
Cunt.
Yeah, there we go. But all right, let's go, man. Yeah, but just to wrap up that other one, that was a sad video, man. That woman got unalived, and again, I would implore y'all out there, please, please, please. I know we all like a little ratchet here and there. Y'all have to stop supporting platforms and supporting content where it's clearly toxic. Those videos, I went and watched a lot of those videos. That couple was a toxic couple. A lot of the conversations they were having, it was, I'll slap you, or I'll do this, and I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude, the last live before he unalived her, he pulled a knife on the live. And everybody laughing in the comments, like, y'all crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, bro, like, y'all gotta understand this shit. Reality is actually reality now. We used to always look at reality TV like, oh, it's just a game. They just beat. No, these people are actually doing this stuff, and so don't encourage it, man. So we lost that young lady. I think she's a mother of two, Torian, right? I believe.
Yeah, it was.
I think they had two kids together.
Yeah,
I think they had at least maybe 2 or 3 kids together. Now the father's going to jail for life, and the mother is
he killed himself. It was murder suicide.
Oh, that's right. So now the kids have
They lost both their parents.
Yeah, both their parents are gone. You know what I'm saying? And so it's I don't know.
Well, it's a very serious matter, and one thing that I could say is just like emotional regulation. Like if you can recognize that your emotional temperance goes to a level that's higher than like what you would prefer, or than like what others around you are comfortable with, and like it's worth just taking a second to take steps back, because otherwise it'll just take 1 second to fuck everything up, like, and that affects your life down, like seriously. Like that's such an unintentional decision to do. So like I think where you could catch it is recognizing, holy shit, my emotions are bigger than most people, or I'm reacting versus responding to situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's where you would be able to control it and like actually help yourself, versus being in those situations that are triggering and not even having the tools to navigate, and then before you know it, boom, you done played yourself and played everybody else too. So like that is the most serious thing, as you can see, and like that could cost you your life in more ways than just like jail. Like you could actually lose your life, or you could really fuck up your opportunities in terms of employment and stuff like that. So
and what I've found is that like when people are posting on IG or on YouTube, wherever, man, that shit is like junior high and high school, because like you feed off of like those comments, or not me, but a lot of people do. And so when somebody in the comment, man, why are you letting her talk to you like that? It's that whole same shit when you was in high school or junior high and somebody did something to you. Man, Torn, I know you ain't gonna let the nigga talk to you like that, Torn, man. If I was you, you know what I'm saying? It's like everybody else is always the people that like hype the shit up for two people to actually fight. It would always be, because if people want to fight, they gonna fight. If they're not fighting, then all of a sudden, like the whole school day is people telling them what they should do, right? Man, I wouldn't let the nigga talk to me like that, man. I slap that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I don't know why bring it to social media. Like, I don't know why. Like, what does that enhance? That doesn't enhance anything. Like, seriously, like that doesn't help. If you like looking for a mediator, like it's not gonna be nobody on social media, bro. That's gonna be like their entertainment for the day.
It is. It is. Okay, let's get to this though, man. Let's get to the nice topic. Build a boo. Build a boo. Listen, my boo has already been married to me. We coming up on our 10-year anniversary. So
wow.
Yeah, we coming up on 10 years next on the 27th. I was gonna say next, that's that Friday, next Friday.
Wow, I was only 15 when y'all got married.
Looking ass nigga. Next Friday. Next Friday is gonna be our 10-year, the 20 June. You know, I'm a real Houston nigga, so I got married on June 27th. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that's a real H-Town day. So I'm a real Houston nigga. So yeah, I got a 10-year anniversary coming up. I hope we make it to next week. Yeah, we never know. We always one argument away. So I can't say that me personally, I thought you were smoking a square, Naomi. I was gonna say shit.
That means it's rolled right. That means it is rolled.
What was that gonna be? Clocking her tea if she was smoking a square?
Yeah, he was gonna clock that tea.
Okay,
Roy, let it go. It's not for you.
I got the list written down on my phone now. I'm gonna use these words, Lionel. You can't stop me. Lionel's a cunt too, by the way.
You gonna keep talking like that? You finna have Naomi playing fucking Janet Jackson, like. So you the one doing the pushing? Like, I don't understand how you, as a man,
you know what's funny about my wife. Before we get into the topic, my wife watches a bunch of gay shows. Like most of what she watches is either murder mysteries or she watches these like Asian gay shows. It's like, I don't know what these are, but it's like these Asian shows on like Hulu or Netflix where it's like they're gay and it's like always like this dramatic music playing. I'm just like, all right.
They're
like,
gay.
She loves these shows though. She loves them. Like that's all she watches all day long. That or somebody getting killed. So, you know.
Oh my goodness. What a rage.
But building a boo though, right? The question is, are y'all, not because I'm not involved in it, are y'all it's too customized? And I think
you speak to yours in the past, like how you got married.
No, because you know me, I like who like me. I was very simple. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I like women, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't tripping. Like if you a woman, you know what I'm saying, I'm probably in if you like me. Yeah. It's very rare. You gotta really look like, I mean, I can say some stuff.
Yeah, bro, you needed to stand up.
I don't
like when niggas say that, or like when people will have that sentiment, because I'll see it online where guys are like, you just gotta like the ones that like you. And I get like what you're kind of alluding to, where it's like you want something that's like reciprocal, like, but where it's on both facts. Correct. But I feel like when you say that, it's not necessarily reciprocal. It's like they like you, and it's like, oh well, you know. Gotta get in where I fit in. Like,
okay, so I like so I like that you said that.
Fuck his tea.
Fuck you, Tony. My retort would be this though. Me personally, like I have like when I meet women, like I've never had. I'm trying to think if I ever had any interactions with a woman where it was just like, oh, I just hate her. Like I like when I was a single man, I just loved being around women. So like I never met a woman that like I didn't enjoy being around. Maybe if I would have met like Amanda Seales, right? I never met her. Like I hate Amanda Seales. So maybe if I would have met her, right, she would have changed that. But like I never met a woman that I was just like, right? Like the energy was always good. So like if you enjoy my company, I'm probably like already gonna reciprocate it because I always enjoyed being around like that feminine energy, right? Like, so I was always cool with that. So when I say it, I'm saying it from that perspective, not just like, oh man, anything that come my way, it ain't that. It's just that like, man, yeah, I'm vibing anyway. So if you reciprocating it, even better. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm already, you know what I'm saying, loving women. My catchphrase used to be, I love women like Prince loved women, right? Shout out to my nigga Prince, rest in peace. Like Prince just fucking women. So like I was a nigga on the show. I love Lizzo. Y'all was hating on Lizzo. I love Lizzo.
That was Lionel hating on Lizzo.
Yeah, I'm about to say it was.
Yeah.
He just clocked you.
He was not
That's
wearing
clock.
that outfit.
He
I have
tried
nothing
to
to
clock
hate
you,
on.
Lionel.
I just wanted better for her. Now look at her, lost weight. Now she listens. So you're welcome.
That is crazy.
Not shaming
Lionel
works.
said she healthy
Like,
now.
see, bullying works.
Right, that's what he said.
Proven.
Anytime.
You're welcome. Not anytime.
But no, in all seriousness, though, I think, and y'all can speak to it, like in today's dating pool, are people going into it looking for too much custom stuff, right? Like they have this stuff in their mind from movies, TV shows, books, podcasts of what they want in a partner. And like something could be in their face that's like probably a good match for them, but like it's a couple of boxes they don't check off. The main thing for women is height. Women in this height, I know you're not necessarily caught up in that. Although, hold on, Naomi, like, what are you, like 5'7", 5'6.5"? What are you? How tall are you, Naomi?
I'm 5'6.5".
That's right. Yeah. So Naomi would technically fit with like she should be with like she could talk like like the short kings might have to but a lot of women their go-to, their default setting is, oh, these niggas too short.
Right.
That's women's default setting. They don't even give a nigga a chance if he under 6'3". They like, this nigga short.
That'd be Torian. I'll be begging him to give like tall niggas a chance. Like, damn, nigga, how you just gonna cut all that? We was literally just talking about that this past weekend. I was like, nigga, you can't just do that.
No,
but I guess he can, and that's why he's single. So yes, his standards are too customized.
No, and I didn't even get a chance to really clarify that too. Is that was like my past thinking? Like, I'm open to anything, but but like, I mean, it is still like a
preference.
My knees get weak when it's a tall nigga. I get dumb. I get stupid. I'll be like, I see no wrong when this nigga tall. But if it's somebody short, I'm like, nigga, you can't be doing this shit. Like, you don't mean all my requirements. You don't mean all my requirements, and you over here doing this shit to me. So the door's not closed. It used to be closed, but I had some shorter guys.
But it sounds like you got more leeway for tall niggas, though.
I do.
Yeah, and that'd be the problem. That'd be the problem when people start getting into that. Even though it is definitely very much like understandable. Like, sometimes when you're already allowing, like you're already letting some shit slide. And it's like, even if it's something that's not that big of a deal, it's like, it's just already compounded onto at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is understandable.
Torian, like, that nigga didn't call me back, but he's 6'5", so I'm gonna wait till tomorrow.
See, I'm problematic because you don't need to be letting us slide.
I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. He fell asleep. It's okay.
And I'm
like, nigga 5'10". That nigga, fuck him. I ain't gonna never talk to him again. He ain't shit. Like, God,
5'10". I'm okay with 5'10". 5'9" is the minimum. What not? That's like where I count as short niggas under 5'9". But 5'10" and 5'9" is okay. All is okay, but they're the ones I just, once you get lower than that, I'm like, hold on now. You can't, they're nice. No, I'm just kidding. You better be careful how you treat me. I'm dropping my standards for you.
See, and so what would you say, like, okay, let's say we are building a boo. let's build your boo. Like, what standards do you have? Like, what do you want? Your ideal partner, and also keep in mind, like, you definitely got to be able to come with the energy to be able to sustain such a partner. So definitely don't put nothing out that it's like, okay, nigga, are you matching?
No, yeah. So like, I mean, I know I'll be talking about height, but really, like, what really like get me is like just personality and like conversation. If we could just like converse, and I don't have to like think about like trying to like further the conversation. If it's just like naturally just like flowing, and like you throwing shit to me and I'm throwing shit back, no pause. Um that's really what it is. Like, I will good personality and like you been outgoing will like oversee everything, like everything materialistic or like shallow. Like if I had like a funny who make me laugh, like a funny nigga, like funny man, that will overlook height. So I just want somebody funny, somebody who will push me, somebody who is goal oriented, who has aspirations, who has love for Earth, who is they don't have to be like really strong spiritually, but like as long as they want to grow spiritually, that's what I need in my life, and want. Um, Somebody adventurous who loves to like just try things, who like to take risks. Um, I don't need nobody who ain't never flown on a plane. I'm like, no, because this dude in my job, like, I ain't never been on a plane. Like, what? You 35 years old. When you go, what?
How
No.
old is he?
He 35. But he's finna be 35. Like, I'm like, that is crazy.
That'd be you from your privilege, spoiled ass talking.
Yeah,
No.
Torian out here shaming niggas. Damn.
Like, oh my God, he had a rough childhood. Please.
Torian like brokey. Like,
No, like, damn.
I ain't said all that, but like, damn. I mean, I got friends who ain't got no passport, but they just still been to motherfucker Houston. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it.
Hold on, let me ask you a question though, because a lot of people say that whole thing about like having a passport or like getting on a plane. Like, you wouldn't think that like it might be cool for like you to like be with them for that first experience of them doing that?
No, I would love that.
Okay, what the hell are you talking about then, nigga?
But it's just, I don't know. It would be different if they had and never used it. I think I would like, okay, like I'm finna be your first, but like if I gotta go through the whole process of like you having to get it and all this, then we gotta wait and all that. Well, I guess you could expedite it, whatever the case may be. But I'll prefer you have it and not have used it, because that showed me that you like at least really thought about like trying.
You got it for. Like, I was supposed to get married overseas and it didn't work out. That's the only reason they got that shit.
No,
yeah, well, so like as you were kind of going into the customization, I could see how it can be a little bit too much if you're like looking for something, or maybe some things, like when there's like multiple things you may desire and can get a little too specific on. Because I also think there's like a balance where, when you don't have like too like much expectations, like of course there's like basic things that you would like appreciate in a person and a friend and like someone that you would want to have like a romantic relationship with. But like, just like kind of just meeting somebody, and like you kind of alluded to at the beginning, Torian, is like when you just can kind of like hit it off with someone, and like you're able to like have a conversation like very easily, and it's like fun to like do and talk or whatever, and all the things are, and you're like interested in their insights. I think that love is able to kind of be birthed from that space, because like you don't have to like have certain like things. And of course there are like when we're talking on the, you know, the human level, there are like exterior considerations that you want to like, you know, take in for granted. But as someone like who has like a quote unquote type, like I could look back on like niggas that I've been with and I'm like, oh yeah, like it's definitely a type when it comes to these niggas. And also like being with someone who is like pretty like much the opposite of like my type, um physically, as opposed to like what I
What's
go
the opposite of your
through.
type?
So let's say my type is like, you know, I've fucked with like multiple niggas who are like light skinned niggas with curly hair, braids or locks, and you know, they covered in tattoos, like, you know, athletic, um, you know, or some, you know, got a little like street hood smart in them as well. You know, I like a real nigga. And so like, but my nigga definitely is still a real nigga. But so when it comes, I guess, to the exterior parts of it, you know, it's different. So like I'm with a darker nigga and like his hair is in a fade. And like, yeah, he wasn't like into like sports in school. Like it wasn't. And this is like my first time ever like being with like a non-athlete. Cause like I'm very athletic and like that kind of built the person that I was. You know, playing
Right,
sports,
right.
like it really makes you a different type of person to come up through that,
Agreed.
through life, period. Like you
It
just
does.
can kind of move
Yeah.
differently as an athlete. So yeah, so just kind of things like that. Where but also things that really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. Cause like look at me having a type like for these niggas. I'm like, and none of them niggas was the one. Like, and it's still none of them niggas was really the one for me. So yeah, I think when you can have too many like high specifications, like, well, I want them to do this and this and this. I think you can kind of cut yourself off from what can be because, like, you know, to bring in a little like mystical and alchemy into it is, I think that magic is the most powerful and manifestation is the most powerful when you don't know all the variables. Like when the least like insight into like what you can perceive that can happen, more can be
Right.
birthed from there. Like more can be birthed from the unknown than what can be birthed from the known. Because what's birthed from the known is all the shit that you just know. And so I think there can be more magic when you allow things to just like work out naturally. I don't know. Like I just, you know, I don't think you gotta build a boo. Like you built your boo before you even incarnated on life. Okay. Like
Mm.
they're already built. They're already built and y'all will meet in due time. And that's all it comes down to.
Let me ask Lionel though, because Lionel, you've been with you. You know, shout out to Tamara. Tamara, I know she's somewhere
Yeah,
back there in
shout
the
out to
building,
Taryn.
right?
He's listening.
Um. Did you? Are you still building your boo? Did you build like y'all been together for a while now, right?
Yeah,
Like,
for
like,
sure.
like, how was that thing cultivated, right? Like, as you met, right, and now, you know, y'all got years in the game, age in the game, kids. You know what I'm saying? Like some real skin in the game. So, you know, it was a lot that's gone into it, and you know, it can be some molding in both directions, right? Her to you, you to her, right? Do you feel that like maybe you've kind of, you know, going with the topic of building a boo, kind of like, like okay, like you already had some feelings for her, you already liked her, the appearance and all that, but
Mhm,
we know that's different than being in a long-term relationship, right?
mhm. Yeah, no, for sure. In a way, I feel like I've always understood love differently than most people, which is I see love as like its own like entity, like truly as like a spirit. Like I feel like love is just its own strong entity, and like it moves at its own tempo, its own vibration, and I think that love is choosy. Like love chooses, like okay, like or like Naomi said, like those contracts are already committed. Like I think maybe people even choose their lovers before, but that's a
Right.
whole other conversation. And then so yeah, but there's I think love is just its own thing. I say all that to say that. And so I move accordingly. Like I don't feel like I have the control and the power to just be like, okay, here's who I'm gonna love, and they're gonna be like this, and they're gonna be like this, and they're gonna I don't even assume that power in the name of love. Like I'm totally swept by love. I'm moved by love. A lot of time, love is the like clocker. See love bigger than you because it is, and so like love is ancient, obviously, and God is love. Hello, but love is so creative, and so it knows how to heal, but it also knows how to like protect and cover you, and so it's not something that you would ever need to try to be in the driver's seat of. That's something that you really actually need to put your seatbelt on for this ride. Like it's like buckle up, bitch, for real, but it's such a natural attraction that I allow to move me. Like, that's the beauty of it. The natural
Right.
process is you don't have to do all that shit. Though I feel like that's how you fuck it up. I've said a billion times because with Nas, our first kid, that's so much love. And like I couldn't and same with Tamara, like I couldn't have made a better partner. Like if I would have tried to say like, here's what I need, here's what I need, they wouldn't have been as good as Tamara, as Nas, as Ocean. Like I say that forever. Like I couldn't have even created a better partner. So sometimes you could even play yourself by trying to put these caps on, like what you think you need from like this point in life. But like ultimately, love knows you, and God knows you, and knows what you would need in a partner throughout a lifetime that would like last you. Sometimes it's not even what you want, like what you need though, and then you'll be able to see that as time goes on and as love progresses, and so that's the beauty in it. But it's the thing to be swept by and moved by. Like let love move you. If it chooses you, like sometimes you just chosen to love yourself. Like I feel like I'm in that era. Like I've been in a lifetime of just giving my heart and my life to the world and to everyone. And like never I didn't realize at no point did I really slow down and like pour my love into myself. And so I'm being called in the name of love in that way at this point. And so you just listen when love calls. And sometimes it's loving yourself. Sometimes it is the love and attraction for another person. And that's a beautiful process too. But when love calls, you just pick up the phone, period. You don't have nothing to say because who are you? Like what are you gonna say to love? Like like what? Like pick
I
up the
send that shit to
phone.
voice. I send that shit to voicemail.
No, look,
Pick
we
up the
got to end
phone.
the show with Love Calls by Kim. Make sure you
Right.
write it
There's
down
nowhere
right.
to hide.
I send that shit to
We ending the
voicemail.
show with Love Calls by Kim. Shout out to my mama.
Man,
Shout
all
out
my
to my
young
mama.
bulls, all my young bulls out there, send that shit to voicemail in your youth, man. You know what I'm saying? Put that shit to voicemail.
Yeah.
I'm good. No, I'm with you though. No, I mean it's interesting though because we're in such a time where it's all about the vibes. It's all about the physical. Everybody's, you know what I'm saying, posting pictures on Instagram, on, you know what I'm saying, whatever. It's all about and we all know like the physical is like the first thing everybody sees. Right? Like whether it's somebody setting you up on a blind date. Have y'all ever been on blind dates before? That's interesting. I don't know if I've ever asked y'all that question. Anybody ever been on a
No, I
blind date?
haven't actually.
Torian ever been on a blind date?
I want
Damn.
to.
I'm the only I've been on a bunch of blind dates.
That's crazy.
No, I haven't.
But you
Damn,
gotta
you
understand,
just
I'm
started
older.
something for me because I never even thought about like setting something like that up. But yeah, maybe in the future.
I mean, but it was just a time where, like, you know, I'm from a generation a little bit before y'all, so it was times where like I would know somebody and they'd be like, "Hey,
my
man, I gotta-"
generation is like dating. Like we're pulling up and fucking. Like what are you talking about? We're still trying to get niggas out of that. We're still trying to get niggas from that.
But nah, I remember going on like several blind dates where somebody was just like, "Hey, you know," like it would typically be like, um, you know, female women coworkers that I would meet. They'd be like, I got a cousin or I got a sister, you know what I'm saying? Or I got a homegirl that I think that you would like. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be like, they might show me a picture and then they'd be like, why don't you call her? And then boom, and now, you know what I'm saying? Boom. We going out. You know what I'm saying? We ain't ever met. This shit is weird. You know what I'm saying? And it's always like the fact that like people don't go on blind, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? You got Instagram, you got IG, you got FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? So it's no like you're taking all that out of it before you go on a date. But a blind date is like a man. That shit is some wild shit. The energy, because you don't know what to expect, right? You don't
Right.
know. what this person is into. Like you can't even look at like at that time you can't look at like their IG profile or like their Twitter and try to see kind of like the stuff they like or nothing. You don't know nothing, so you're just going into it totally fucking blind. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to go there and now have a conversation. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, over dinner about some stuff that maybe y'all can try to connect on. You know what I'm saying? And so
it takes a certain person for sure.
Yeah. I've gone on some that have went super
Especially
good,
today's day.
and then I've went on maybe I think 2 that like went bad, where it was like, yeah, it was bad from like the jump though. It was bad. It was like, yeah, it was bad. You know what I'm saying? Like you knew it.
Would you count speed dating as blind date?
Oh yeah, I would think that's a blind. I mean, technically it's a blind date.
Yeah. My friends have gone speed dating. They had like a gay night, but I never went. But I definitely want to do that. Try that out, just to see. But I wish my friends would set me up with somebody. Shit.
Okay. Shit.
No, it's hard though.
Dang.
I ain't no Chili now. I don't know if y'all watched what Chili wants. That she had a. She's the queen of standards too customized.
Oh yeah, I remember Floyd Mayweather. Wasn't Floyd Mayweather on there?
I don't know.
Yeah, Floyd. No, I know he was. He was on there because her and Floyd went to dinner, and she got mad at Floyd because this nigga Floyd brought his own silverware, and she was like turned off by that. Like Floyd brought like his own. He brought like his like
Why?
like.
Because she was jealous. Like,
I don't
that's
know.
a
But
great-
she said that time
that's
he
a
brought
great
like some,
idea because I
Floyd
swear
brought some all gold silverware. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
That's
you know, I bring my own, I bring my own silverware. Yeah. Shout out to my man Floyd. Pause. But yeah, I think let's bring back blind dates. Shay said a lot of people already grew up with each other and run in the same circle, so it's hard to date. It's hard for dates to be blind because everyone knows everyone. I guess
I
so.
think it's only if you stay there, because like,
That's what I
and
was
it
gonna say, yeah.
definitely would depend on like how your city is set up. Because Houston is so vast and Houston is so big, and you can meet people from so many walks of life. And yeah, there can be, if you're social enough, you could definitely have, you know, some things that you could switch up to if you're kind of like looking. But I think that when people are setting you up on blind dates, they would kind of have to assume you're like in a position to really want to be dating and like really
right
working on that intentionally. Because it's like, I don't know if I would want my name connected to some shit. Like I'm not gonna go send you to talk to my homie, like, cause that nigga gonna fuck up and you gonna be looking at me crazy. Like,
No, for real.
no, I don't know if I could vouch for you.
Like, this is my
Be
friend.
like, that nigga fuck me and never call again.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Me? I don't feel that.
I'm like, well, you were supposed to do the rest of the vetting. Like, you were supposed to do the rest of the vetting, girl. You weren't supposed to just fully take it on mine.
Yeah, because it is very much possible to. I mean, even if you in like the same circle, like to get a blind. Because I mean, I have friends who got a lot of friends, and I necessarily haven't met all of them, so they could easily like introduce me to somebody who I haven't met. And I mean, not it happened, but something, you know, similar happened, you know, where I did meet somebody. I was like, oh, I never met this friend before. Oh, motherfucking cute. Who the fuck is this? So
That be me. That be me popping up my friends. Like, oh yeah.
no, bro, I'm like, oh, so it is possible to like get a blind date through the same circle. Because I mean, I got friends who live out the state. So, you know, if they decide to move here, then I'm like, hey, I got somebody you might want to talk to, you know. Who I can vouch.
I just think my experience with blind dates, so they were very cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a talkative person anyway. So I think that's the one thing you gotta be, if you're setting someone up on a blind date, it has to be someone who's open to having. You can't set somebody up on a blind date who you don't who you know isn't naturally like a talkative or a conversational person. You know what I'm saying? If you're setting somebody up on a blind date and they're kind of like a little bit introverted, it's like, okay, well, you taking them totally out their comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? It got to be somebody who's kind of already a little bit outgoing. You know what I mean? because you're meeting somebody brand new who you don't know. Y'all are gonna go out. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's what I would tell y'all. Here's what I would do different though. Because now we in 2025. See, back then I was, the blind date. It was already, I'm the man, so I'm gonna pay for said date. In 2025, I don't know if I would just come into it willing to pay for the whole goddamn date. I'm just saying, shit, we in a different time now. Everybody want to be equal and all this, so maybe we have a good.
If you were born like 10 years like younger, and like been able to come up in like the toxic, like where like what happened to like y'all little brothers, little cousins. I think our younger generation is like what happened. Like, nigga, you would have been a monster. Yeah, fuck these bitches. I'm not paying for this shit. No, we're like, thank God you still have to go through a little bit of the gentleman era.
Yeah, I had to pay. It was expected that I was gonna pay. It was no question I was gonna pay. Like the woman was gonna. She was gonna pick where we were gonna go, and I was gonna pay for it. How insane is that to think about? Like, she's gonna pick. She can pick whatever the hell she wants to, and I'm supposed to pay for it. It's insane, to be honest with you. Because who knows what she's gonna pick?
We were a right proper country once.
Who knows what she's gonna pick? If you're gonna anybody in the chat,
it's okay, because the whole point is that hopefully you get to take her to Pound Town at some point.
I mean, well, see, I can't even expect that now. See, as a gentleman,
not on the first night maybe, but at some point.
But as a gentleman, that's what I'm saying. As a gentleman, I have to be like, I'm taking you home. I gotta like, I might even have to like ward off some of those advances if I'm even getting that idea. You know what I mean? Like, it used to be a lot of wild, unspoken stuff that used to be supposed to happen.
I remember it because like even watching Girlfriends, they'd be like, you're supposed to wait like 3 days or like however many months before you like put out. Like, oh, you can't do it like this. You have to do that.
I'm gonna tell you like
that shit got demolished in 2000.
Look and try to see where my wife at. My wife upstairs. Okay. I'm gonna tell you the worst. I'm gonna tell you the wildest like blind date I ever went on. And I'm saying this wild, and I looked up because like there was no reason that me and this young lady shouldn't have like continued our relationship. I'm gonna tell you what messed our like not our relationship. We weren't in a relationship. That like we shouldn't have continued talking because everything was fine. We talked on the phone. This was one of the rare blind dates where she asked me to pick her up. She was a senior in college. I think I was like maybe a year and a half removed from college, but she was still in school. So like I scooped her up from the dorms. Matter of fact, Lionel, she was at UT. Didn't you go to UTSA or no? Where'd you go, Lionel?
UTA.
UTA. Yeah, she was at UTA. I said UTSA. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was living in DFW.
I'm about to say, what the fuck? Were you fucking with college girls in San Antonio?
No. She was at UTA. She was in Arlington. I remember going scooping her up from the dorms over there at UTA. You dig? And I don't know why, but for some reason, we went to go see a goddamn Tyler Perry movie. And he in trouble. We got to talk about Tyler Perry before we leave tonight anyway. We went to go see, what's the movie with Idris Elba and the little girls?
Daddy's
Little Girls.
Yeah, Daddy's Little Girls.
Oh, it was what? I don't know why the hell we went to go see that. It's like a horrible movie to go see for a first date. It's like, what are we watching? This is like heavy. This shit is way too heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just both sitting there kind of just like, oh shit. Like you can't even talk through that movie. This shit is way too heavy. And it was just like the ride home was kind of like silent. It was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck do you say after this? This nigga then like ran his car. He's going to jail. We don't know what happened to the like. This shit is all crazy. Like, damn you, Tyler Perry. Damn you. Shout out to her. I still remember her name. Her name was Anastasia. I remember because it was the damn Disney movie.
Yeah. Oh wow. That's what I was just thought about, like Anastasia, the movie, animated movie.
Yeah, her name was Anastasia. I remember that. I remember going to pick her up from UTA. I don't know why we watched the damn Tyler. Listen, here's my thing. If y'all are going to do a blind date, don't watch a Tyler Perry movie. It's just a bad idea. But go ahead. It's a horrible idea. It was a horrible idea. What okay. So you asked Torian what was his ideal build. What's more important to y'all in the build? I mean, I know what y'all are gonna say. The default is gonna be the mental over the physical, but I'm gonna call cap on all y'all. Because the physical isn't the physical very important in the build? Even to Naomi's point, even if the physical is not what you typically go for, it still has to be, like, okay, you were dating light-skinned niggas with locks and braids and all that, and you go to a dark-skinned dude, but it still has to be a level of attraction there, right? Some kind of attraction.
Facts.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like, is there any?
But I also
Look at
feel
big
like
boy
part
name.
of attraction, and I think we've talked about it on here. I don't think attraction is solely just something that comes about physically. I think attraction is something that honestly is kind of mental. Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's still kind of like falling under the mental, but of course, like you do want somebody who's like physically, especially if you're someone who's like keeping up with your body and you're like you're taking care of yourself physically, which we all really got to be doing as humans, period. And so yeah, but at the end of the day, some people, like, you can't control physical, like some aspects of yourself you can't control. And at the end of the day, like, we all have our perceived flaws at the end of the day. So sometimes it's like you can trade off some things, like, what, it doesn't really matter. Because I think when you're like really talking about love, so like maybe if you're talking about, I don't know, it will be dependent upon like what people are even building the booth for, right? Because you can't really assume that people are really out here building a booth for like real love, companionship, like partnership, and all the things that come with that. And some are just looking for something a little bit like gentler, like a little bit more simple. Like I just needed, like, there's this nigga I follow on Twitter, and he's like just gone through like a breakup, which I know just because, sometimes people lives be on Twitter and shit. And so like he's like gone through a breakup, and I see he's in this phase where like he just want to be like fucking on bitches, like without no feeling type shit. Like, and he's kind of looking for like women from that headspace of like, I don't really need this to be serious. Like, I could build a booth for like this time right now, and like so like sometimes the physical may be more important. Like if you're not really going to be sticking around to see like what their soul and spirit really do, like then
it's got to be some physical
you might not get that much. But if you are kind of like looking more seriously, like, oh yeah, like this is like what I would like in a husband, or this is what I would like in a wife, this is what I would like in my partner, that I would like to do life with, I think it would be.
But I've heard women, and Torian, I know you want to jump in, Torian. I'm gonna let you go after this. I've heard women say, though, I've literally heard multiple women say, okay, this time around I'm not going for pretty boys. I've literally heard women say that. I'm not going for a pretty boy this time. And it's like, but like, as the dude you pick, like, what's the like,
the nigga holding her hand, like,
you know what I'm saying? Like when you say you're not going, you know what I mean? Like, what do I think now?
That you're not pretty. And so like you not being pretty don't mean that you're not handsome. It don't mean that you're not fine. It doesn't mean that you're not cute. Like pretty as a man is like a certain type of energy. Like or a certain type of like look and feature where it's like, oh yeah.
Who's a celebrity, just for the people to give a visual, who's a celebrity you would say is pretty as a man?
Keith Powers.
Who?
Keith Powers.
Who is that?
He's an actor. He's dating Ryan Destiny. I think we showed his picture for the gala. He played a role in New Edition. He played Ronnie or Ron.
Oh yeah. The tall, yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah, my wife. Yeah,
Oh,
my wife
Shay
likes
said,
that. My
yeah.
wife loves that nigga look too. By the way, and he's dating a dark skinned woman, right? Like the chick
Yeah,
he's dating.
Ryan Destiny.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, my wife loves that little nigga. Fuck him. By
Oh
the way.
yeah, he is so fine. He's
Yeah, so fuck him.
Well, I
There
would
you
say
go.
he's pretty. He was pretty. Like, no, he is pretty. But
Oh, Jay said Aaron Pierre.
yeah,
I was thinking Aaron Pierre in my head, like, and I was trying to come up with like somebody else too, because that's not even something. It's funny. I was just talking to my best friend, and she was like, I used to call all the guys I was with pretty. And I was like, I don't think I like pretty niggas. I'm like, I don't think I would like that energy. Like, I got enough vanity already to work through. Like, I don't need us both in the mirror. Like you're in my mirror right now. Like you're blocking my view, actually. We can't both be fighting over this bitch. So, but yeah, so I don't think that's too bad. Like that wouldn't be a negative if someone says like they not fucking with pretty niggas no more and they with you, because it's like, okay, you a fine nigga or you're a fine man. You're a fine man.
Hey, my homeboy just texted me talking about his blind dates. Hilarious, by the way. Hilarious. I ain't gonna repeat it, but hilarious. Hilarious. Blind dates. Bring back blind dates.
So hilarious.
No, yeah. Let's
bring back blind dates. God damn it. Blind
Okay.
dates was the shit.
We gotta sign people up for it.
Yeah. What happened to the village?
People gotta be willing. So Torian, you trying to go on a blind date?
Yeah, we should definitely do like a little Love Island type shit dating thing.
I don't even know what that is, and I'm so tired of you talking about it on every social media.
This is so fucking good.
LT said Ryan Destiny a super dark chocolate goddess though. Okay, yes she is. I ain't gonna lie.
So
Yeah.
what I was gonna say, Roy, well, it was to Naomi, because speaking about Love Island, one of the contestants on there, she's a mother, and pretty much people don't like her.
Damn. Okay.
Like, she like voted like the last likable girl on the show. But she was just saying like how like she matched with the guy, and it's just like so hard for her, like, because they going through some shit right now. Pretty much a breakup, but it's only been like 2 weeks, and she already let the nigga hit. And
that's not bad.
But she's like saying like, oh my god, like it's just so hard for me because like I'm a mother and like it's hard dating. So like, do you feel like for you, Naomi, it's been hard for you to date? You know, I know you got your man, but like when you wasn't with him, like did you feel like it was hard because you were a mother to like find somebody?
No.
No,
it's at least not the like somebody's that I was like kind of like looking for, because I feel like I was never really looking for something serious up until like the last few years, and then so like yeah, because I feel like when I was really in that single period of my life where I was kind of like dealing with niggas, I wasn't looking for nothing serious with them niggas at all.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like low key, it's like I be seeing those videos on Instagrams of girls and be like, when you with the nigga, like to forget about the love with your life, like when you're, and they was like laughing, crying. But so yeah, I still didn't have no problem like getting niggas though. Like, and I would always think like statistically, of all the niggas who have like talked to me, that like have tried to like get at me, and like in my grown up years when I was single and available, that I never like hit back, that I never like that like I gave my number away even, like there must have been like a good amount of good niggas there. Like it must be some viable, there was probably some viable niggas in that bunch that I probably turned away for, more like, because speaking of what type of boo are you trying to build, like I could see me turning away like a nigga who probably could have looked like the nigga that I love now, and like, but never even really giving him a chance to be like, you know, to show him. Even though I feel like I allow niggas like to shoot their shot and like, let me see. But I'm also I think only certain people are allowed to come in my sphere of like abuse and who I love. And
do you let people know that you're a mother? Like if somebody is approaching you,
if they ask me, I mean, I'm not just off top. Like I'm not one of them mamas that's still talking about their kid. Like my kid 10 years old. Like that shit is not as sweet all the time for me to be like, oh yes, I just love my baby boy. And he's
I'm showing pictures. Like, look.
yeah, like, oh, I just miss him. You know, when like moms first start going out again, they be like, oh, I just miss my baby. I'm like, girl, come on, take this shot. Like,
seriously, you need to be present
right there when you get home.
Like, be present while you can.
So that's like one of the things with her, like when people found problems with.
And how old's the baby?
The baby is 5.
Okay.
Or yeah. So she matched with a guy. So you have to like match with somebody on Love Island. You have to couple up with somebody. And then like she told dude maybe like a few days after that they kind of like really like into it with each other. Like, yeah. Then she told him, which I found like I didn't really like that because I feel like she was like manipulating him in a way because it's like that they on national TV. So like if he was to like, she was upfront with it, like was giving him the opportunity to be like, okay, I don't want nobody with a woman with like a child already, you know. So for her to tell him like after they was already together for like maybe like 3 weeks or something, she finally tell him, and it's like he like, okay, like I guess I'm good with that. And it's just like you put him on the spotlight because now he go like the bad guy on like TV. If he tell her like, no, it's not. I'm good on you. Like, and it's just like now she like, and she keep like throwing it in like his face and like into everybody. Like, yeah, he's doing me like this, and like I don't know if you know, but I'm a mother. Like, and it's so hard for me to date. And it's like, girl, like, is it really hard?
It's not hard. Is she pretty?
Yeah, she's pretty. She's
let me be the judge. Let me see a picture.
I'm like, she's pretty with one baby. I feel like pretty with one baby. These niggas is definitely letting shit slide. They definitely let shit slide. Especially you got a good looking baby. Like I got proof. I mean, a pretty baby too. Okay, like.
Hold on. I've never looked at somebody's kids and said you got good looking babies. That's never been a criteria.
I mean, some babies are cuter than others. Some like that's literally people. I'm like, I had a cute ass baby, and like my son is still very handsome.
I've never looked at
like,
somebody
the same way like people see my son, they're like, oh, he's so handsome. Same way like people be seeing me like growing up and was like, oh, she's so beautiful. But that's not everybody's experience.
So you trying to say I was dating chicks with ugly kids? What are you saying? I don't know what you're saying.
I'm just saying that I can make a pretty baby. That would be the point that you're getting from
what you got, Torian? Can we get a picture? You got a picture, Torian?
It's like open up other links when I was trying to pull it up.
We'll get out of it. We'll get out of it.
You're trying to show the girl.
Yeah, well, okay, I guess you could see it in the link I have.
Hold on. God damn it, there we go. Oh, Naomi's gonna be
She's
upset.
Not even black. I don't know why.
I told you Naomi's gonna be upset. I told you.
I have to adjust. Like I had to adjust like my spectrum of like.
I told you Naomi
I was definitely thinking. She was like, okay, so it's like it's different for her. I think
it's different for her. It's crazy.
I think it was just because the culture things are kind of different. Like I could see where like a Hispanic man's not necessarily trying to build his own family on some shit. Like I don't know if he want to come and bring in the other things. But no, at 5 years old, but also the whole time like I was kind of living that life when I was entertaining niggas, like it didn't like they didn't even need to know I had a son in a way because it's like you're never gonna meet him. Like you would never know him. Like you would dead ass never know him. So like it like it doesn't matter. Like as far as you're concerned, I will not have a son when you see me. Like when I pull it up. Well, when I'm pulling up, when I'm seeing
Okay,
you.
hold on. Here go one I got for y'all. Hold on. Here go one right here. You know, I get to the ratchet bullshit. Here we go. Let's watch this video. Here goes some foolishness.
So y'all, I'm on this meet and greet. It's our first time meeting. Let me give y'all a little look. This man say, I shouldn't be dating because I don't have an address. Because I live in a motel. I shouldn't be dating. So I want to make sure that all y'all can see. Y'all need to know this man. Y'all need to know. Because he's playing games. He's judging me.
I'm not judging you.
Oh no, you're judging her, brother, and you're judging her rightly.
No,
shout out, you're judging
Play.
her
I want to
rightly.
hear what he says.
Oh, okay. Let's go to him before I get to what I gotta say. God damn it.
I'm just saying, just a meet and greet. You didn't say that in your profile. You didn't say you didn't say it though.
But why would I put that in my
what
profile?
You mean? Why would you need to let people know that you're staying in a motel and you're homeless right now.
Okay, but
you want to sit up here and try dating, and you out here, and then number one, how old are you and you recording? You like recording me at your age.
I'm recording y'all because I want y'all to know this is a taker right here. Apparently he trying to take
a take.
Why does it matter?
And you
why
dating?
Does that matter? You got a place to stay, right?
Dating.
You have
you're
a place
how old
to stay,
and
right?
you're home. I'm trying to say nothing, but you're dating. And
I'm 53 years old.
Yeah, but if you're homeless and dating, you need to probably work on yourself before you start dating.
I got a good job. I make almost 6 figures.
Cap.
That is lie. Ain't no way you almost making 6 figures and you is staying in the motel.
I'm like, even if you were like gonna be staying in rooms, you would at least be like doing at least a 3-star hotel. Like, at least if you're getting,
No, for real.
if you're getting, you know.
I'm like, what even is a motel? Like, I'll be hearing that versus house. I'm like, I don't even know how you end up at a motel. It's not a hotel. But
a motel, technically a motel is a joint that you can drive up to the door, right? Like a motel is the one
like less amenities. I think a motel may be like you're gonna get a bed. I think maybe you're gonna get a shower and a bath. You're not like getting the full-on service that you may get.
Room service.
Motel, Holiday Inn.
Yeah, it's like no room service is available. Like it's
right. At least stay in the Airbnb, Shay. Don't tell me you make your 6 figures.
The whole thing, like it's options out here. Like if you make it almost 6 figures.
No, it's like so you
like,
homeless
you 53,
and you a liar.
like you ain't got no family, no kids to stay with.
No,
like
she homeless and she a liar at this point.
This bitch is
her card, like her dating card, is just boo-boo.
I'm with dude. Yeah, dude. No, family. That dude is correct. You need to work on yourself, ma, before you try to get out here in this dating pool. Like
that's what she's trying to avoid. Clearly, she's trying to leech onto somebody.
No, and that's why she started yelling at him, take her. But the way he was like so concerned about it, I'm like, nigga, do you not have a house to go home to? Like, I'm like, you mad? You can.
That nigga told her she need a lease, not a man. That's funny. You need a lease, not a man. Yeah, get you a lease right now, bitch. You trying to get a man? Cunt? Can I say cunt right now? Cunt? You need a lease, not a man.
Nah, she
I don't know. But this nigga's wearing a fedora and a muscle shirt. A DK.
Well, that's why you need to stop using that.
He's in his 50s, Naomi. This man is like 56 years old.
And he got DKNY. Ooh, who wear that?
He got that shit from Marshalls. Come on,
y'all
man.
just got some Marshall Ross shit.
He got that shit.
He's like, I have a lease though. He's like, I have a lease though.
Okay. Exactly, and he put his shit on. That I feel like that's good for his age and his. Right, he'll eating you up.
Yeah, we're eating outside. Like we're eating outside though, Naomi. We're not inside. We're eating outside. So I gotta, I want to be comfortable outside in the heat.
Yeah, like
let me see what she got. Let me see what she got.
That old school hat that never
make 6 figures. Yeah, I work hard. I struggled for many years. I'm not ashamed.
Why she got that big ass flower on her shirt? What is that? Is that a flower? What is that?
Ross too. They at the same store. They met at the store.
Probably.
Hey, Ross is crazy. Walking in the checkout at Ross is insane. Oh man. Listen. Oh,
love it, but I got blessed. I got a good job. I make good money. As you see, I'm dressed professional. I got me a new ride over there.
Yeah,
like I'm making steps. I'm making progress.
It's okay, but you're trying to dating.
So because I don't have an address, I don't have a house,
I'm not trying to
I don't deserve love. Is what you're trying to say?
But I mean, you kind of need to let people know that ahead of time to make sure they're going to deal with something.
Okay,
like that.
well,
that's what you want to do.
Hey,
and he said this was a meet and greet.
Like,
when the fuck is she supposed to say that? He said this was just like a meet and greet. So when the fuck is she supposed to be letting this nigga know? Like, it seems like she has let you know at the first initial meeting. So like that is letting you know.
Who even called a meet and greet?
I do agree at that point.
I don't know. A meet and greet? I never called
no, and like maybe that's some old head shit.
Worth a link up.
Maybe that's some old head shit, but I'm like, you're this old
up.
nigga. You need to be doing better.
Roy, is that what y'all used to say? Meet and greet?
First of all, hilarious, nigga. Don't put me in that. First of all, nigga.
No, because I was confused at first when he was saying that. Like,
no, like a meet and greet. Like she was
famous?
like, what's going
on?
Only meet and greets I know was with Chris Brown for 1,000. The meet and greet. That's the only meet and greet I know.
Like the hell? Like, you're supposed to be paying her, actually.
Hold on, this shit still got like almost another minute. Let's play the rest of this.
It's not nothing for me to put on my profile, but I did feel comfortable enough. My bad, because I felt comfortable enough to let him know my situation, the struggles that I have rose above, because I'm rising above, baby. I'm gonna have me a place.
What'd you say?
Downtown.
Nobody say nothing.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do all this arguing. And you can record me.
Y'all look at him, y'all. Look at him.
You can record, you can do whatever you want to do.
What kind of bag this nigga got? That's like a heavy duty bag this nigga got strapped around him.
Hey, I got a bag just like that.
Okay, my fault. But it's like a heavy duty. Okay, let's go.
You should let people know that you're homeless before you start dating.
They should have let me know that you got that old-fashioned thinking, like, yeah,
you can say whatever about what
y'all
I got
check him
on.
out, check him out.
You're dating and you're homeless.
Whatever.
You should tell people that.
You missing out on a good one, baby. I can tell you that much.
I just miss out. That's right.
Peace.
I just miss out. I know that's
I was gonna miss out on this.
Know your worth, know your worth.
I feel like he's trying to combine like incomes on some shit and combine assets. That's as far as like he's kind of looking in dating and marriage, being able to like come and paint a different financial picture by adding two people to the mix.
I feel like it's a huge red flag. Being like recognizing that somebody is 51 and like
no, but you can't say that. And I mean, it would depend on the
it's
level.
It's like homeless but dating. That's the red flag. It's not the homeless part. It's the homeless but dating. That's the red flag for me.
Yeah.
Because it's like at 51, like how, like, yo, at that point, I couldn't imagine, like, I'm sure my entire energy would be like, okay, holy shit, I got to get my place back or whatever the case is. Not like even the fact that you're in that position, not that part, but just like homeless and dating at 51 is crazy. Because even at like 30, just imagine a guy that's like homeless at 30 and he's trying to date. Like, that's like, hold on, wait, shouldn't you be
y'all
like,
call them homosexuals
every day? No, I'm like, that shit is literally occurring. There are people who would not break up right now because they wouldn't have a place to live. Okay, so like they don't want to be homeless so bad that they're onto a situation. So like, first that it can be very common out here, and it's just like I can understand you can have your preferences or like the things that you want to deal with in dating. I don't know if I would ever just go as far to be like, you can't date because you don't have this. Because I'm like, well, shit, she got a job, she got a car, she got somewhere she's staying. Like, that's good enough. Because like it's different in that car. You know, and there's hella people living like, excuse me, it's 2025. And so maybe people should just give up looking for love altogether. I don't know. If that's
well, it's not giving up looking for love, it's just not.
No, because
like,
I feel like there's so many videos of people like, I have to live in my
want you. It's space for people to not want you, and that's the thing. So it's like even to record and do all that, because it's like that's just not for him, and that's fair and fine. Just I mean, just as much as she can still date and not have the space, he can be turned off by that, and like that's fair. And but
No
it's not to
facts.
say
But
that the next person
did
that
he
she
have
meet and
to
greet,
voice
her
it?
next meet
Like,
and greet will probably be like the one. Maybe the next meet and greet, like you, rejection was your protection, so you could meet your next meet and greet. You needed to go to the next one at 4 o'clock.
Shout out to
Like
the
you were
meet
gonna
and
try
greet.
to give it all up right here, but you really need to make that next meeting for real. And so you never just
I
know,
don't
but like
know. But to
that's
be
the
on a meet
game.
and greet with a stranger and maybe they like share with you some information like this, because she was obviously sharing her whole story, right? Because she
Hmm.
said how she kind of like got into that place and she felt comfortable
Man.
to share that. It's like, okay, you can shit on a person and be like, oh, you need to be doing better because you're homeless. Like, well, thank God right now that you have a home is actually
Yeah.
like the energy you should be having. And being like, oh, okay, I understand that you're like going through a lot. Like, you don't have to place judgment and be like, you shouldn't be dating. You could be like, you know what? You shouldn't be dating me, or maybe I shouldn't be dating you. Right. And you
Yeah.
can have that and you can kind of like leave with a little bit more respect, especially in a situation where like you're actively observing someone who has less and then like someone who is trying to get more. And then you're like just kind of trying to shit and be like, well,
Yeah.
you know what? You should have even less. Like you should actually have even less. Like, because you shouldn't even be thinking that you're worthy of
And
love.
that and his energy is there is where it needs to be because he'll propel whatever he's supposed to propel, and like he might be propelling anybody that he's even potentially looking for, not even recognizing that. But like it is what it is. Like he gonna have that energy and be turning people off, and then hopefully she just isn't turned down. Like she like obviously nobody can tell you yes date or not date. Like you just need to find the one. Like you can find your person. But that's the thing that's what it becomes because imagine like even if like he like overlooks that and becomes like I'll just bite this bullet and like then you'll find yourself in a situation like y'all just not even really so it shouldn't even work out. So that's just a part of the game still like that's a
No
part of
facts.
it.
That's basic standards that you have though. And like, but you ask those type of questions, right? When you're getting to know somebody. And maybe like you're getting to know them like over text, over the phone, or maybe at the
A meet
meeting.
and greet.
And so, like, yeah, at the meet and greet. And so that's when you learn that information. But it's just like, okay, if you're saying she can't date, but maybe you're the one dating, right? So it's like, how do you navigate this situation as a person who is like intentionally dating? Like what are you gonna do when you find out someone doesn't meet your standards? You don't gotta like blow up every time.
Right.
It's
Well, yeah, but
like,
I didn't.
She started recording him.
oh, okay, like because there
Yeah,
was
you
a
tried
time
to
where it's
front on
like,
me. Like he told her in private and she made it public.
Right.
so she did pull it up. And that would have put him more on the offensive or the
Right.
defensive.
Yeah, I told you in private. You wanted to like start recording.
Yeah, because
when
he
I-
obviously said it in a way that was triggering, even
Oh
though
yeah,
it's
he was
like,
being disrespectful.
so who
Before you
knows?
know it, she would have been moving into his shit and telling him
No,
how to
like it
come, how to
wouldn't even
move, how to
have to
go.
been like that. Like,
She'd
cause
have
you
been
could
dropping
dead
her
ass be like,
nuts.
this was like a cool day, or like, this was, okay, like bye, bye, like, and it just has to be that. And if they call and they're like, hey, why did you never talk to me again? Like, oh, actually, I just figured that you needed to like work on yourself. Like, cause then like women are judged and, like, be trying to tell niggas cause like what the girls be saying, the rap girls be saying, like niggas don't deserve pussy if they ain't got no money on some type shit. And so, but then it's a problem from that point. But that's
Yeah.
the same shit. Like, cause niggas really shouldn't be going after women and they barely making rent or they can't even get their bills
Hey,
together.
broke niggas need love too. Okay, but let's go here before we get up out
Hey,
here
so
tonight.
broke women need love too.
Because I did talk to a nigga who was homeless before.
Damn.
But he told me beforehand, he gave me, he let me know before we even like linked up. It was after we was like texting for like maybe a month or two, maybe. It maybe went that long.
Nigga had an Obama phone? What do you have?
No, he had a phone, but it was a different situation. Like he had moved here and then like he was staying with a friend till he got his own place. But the friend wanted to like fuck on him and he was like no. And so the friend kicked him out. So that's how he ended up with homeless. But like, so that was like just so crazy to me. But like I was, and now we talking about this. I'm like, damn, I was really like understanding. Like I was a good person because I was like still talking to him, and like like, but I did eventually ghost him. I feel bad now, but because it was just a lot for me. I was just like doing too much, and I was like, damn, like. Should I let him move in? Like I was like, no, I'm doing too much now. I gotta go. I gotta separate.
And I was probably like, hell no, because even right now, I'm like, hell no. I could think of this one interaction I had with this dude, and this was like during my Tinder days. So I met so many cool niggas on Tinder, and he was actually like really cool. He was like a very like dope videographer, like, but he was like houseless at the time. Like he was kind of like moving like his housing situation.
Sounds crazy.
Because people aren't just without homes because they don't have a house. But so like,
oh, now you're getting philosophical now. See, but go ahead.
Hey, words matter, right?
No, that nigga was homeless, but go ahead.
So yeah, like, but so, and I knew his like situation was unstable, and I feel like we had like chilled maybe like a couple times already. But he was short. He was like 5'6", 5'5". So like he would have never been able to fuck me, right? And so that's what was the worst. That's what was the worst with like the niggas I was meeting on Tinder, because they would be so fucking cool, but it's like, I promise you cannot fuck me. Like
you couldn't tell their height from like the picture.
No, but I'm so bad. I'm so bad when it comes to height. I'm like, I be having to see that shit in person. And like if I see that shit in person and it's like I gotta look down, that's when it's like a no for me.
No, I can imagine.
But he was like super cool. He actually put this album on my phone, and he was like, I feel like you would really like this album. And like every time a song comes on from that album, I'm like, fuck, I really do like this album. Like I wish I could tell that nigga that. But but so it was one night we was like chilling at my house smoking, right? And he was like,
Naomi is crazy. Naomi, I don't want to tell him I like this shit.
No, I wish I could tell him. I just don't have access. I don't have. Oh, I didn't listen until it till later, till after I kicked him out my life.
It was too late.
Because it's like, because you know, niggas meet me and they want to have sex with me, and if I'm like not gonna have sex with you, it's just like, why even play? Why even play?
Yeah,
but,
I feel you on that.
But yeah, so it was like one night he was smoking at my house, and like he had already kind of been talking to me about like the situation, and he wanted to act like fake, like he was falling asleep on my couch and shit. And I'm like, nuh-uh, you need to go. Like, I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know what you're gonna do, but you definitely cannot stay here. Like, you cool and all. And that was probably the last time I see him, because you know niggas do some shit like that to me. I'm like, Barry. I don't like that. Like,
yeah, that is creepy.
I cannot be knowing about your problems early on as a man. Like, don't be trying to court me and then try to give me like some sob shit about like you struggling, because it's like, nigga, you need to work on yourself. Like, I'll be just like that nigga, but it would be so much more nicer. Well, not really, because you would just never hear from me again. It would be implied. It would be implied. I'll send you the telepathy, send it to your higher self, and maybe you'll connect with it. It's like, you know what? Let me just work on myself. Because
that is not gonna work. I feel like those kind of people.
Like, this bad bitch would have been down. Like, if it was just.
Yeah. Oh, I love what Shay just put in the chat. Shout out to Shay. The real messy part is, did you ever play that album for other niggas after the fact?
No, I haven't. Because it's not even like, because what's his name? What was the artist that was Iman, the model Iman, her husband? What's his name?
Yeah, we were just talking about it.
Iman Shumpert. And I forgot it already.
Chris?
No, I think it's David. I can't even think. But it's
David Bowie.
Yes, David Bowie.
I thought you were talking about goddamn somebody. Yeah, the white boy, David Bowie. Shout out to David Bowie. He makes some good music.
No, facts. And so it was a David Bowie album.
LT Iman Shumpert was crazy. I said Iman Shumpert on the rock.
And he does make music, and so that's all I was thinking.
I know.
And I said the model Iman.
I know.
That's why I had to bring it back. I'm like,
no, I've seen him in pictures before.
I know.
Oh, damn.
That was whooping our ass.
Okay, before we get up out here tonight, we gotta talk. We cannot leave as black people without talking about this. The biggest news in black Twitter, the black verse, is Tyler Perry. It's your time to shine, nigga. It's your time to shine, nigga. Naomi's clapping is crazy.
I'm like, it's given, like, cause like, yes, this is for Monique, nigga, and all the other shit. And all the other shit. But I feel like Rock Nation will burn. Like Tyler Perry Studios. No. Look, don't have them convincing me of like trying to tear down a black man.
Is his T being clocked, Torian, right now?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
Because everybody been thinking that, like Tyler Perry is in the community. He ain't never came out, but we all kind of believe that Tyler Perry is low key.
Yeah.
You know, is he a trade? Oh, I learned that word today. Is he a trade? Is he a trade? Is Tyler Perry potentially a trade? A high-powered trade.
Maybe.
Okay, there you go.
And the
So
trade would be on women. It would be
the
like,
white boy,
maybe fucking a bitch. I think.
But he has a baby. He has kids.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, he has kids.
Yeah, it's horrible too. Well, I ain't gonna say.
I mean,
damn, Torian.
He just really like strict on his son. He told his son like, cause we had talked about it. He wouldn't buy him anything. He only buy him books and like maybe one Lego set or some shit. I forgot what we talked about with that, but. Yeah, no, this is crazy to just even, but it was, you know, Black Twitter saying that dude is only coming out after seeing Tyler Perry on that boat with that other man.
Yes,
with Mariah Carey
last week.
And I don't care. However the tea gets spilled is just how the tea gets spilled.
Hey, because I gotta admit, those texts that they put out, I was looking for the bullshit. I didn't even see no real bullshit in those texts. Am I tripping? Maybe I could be missing it.
I haven't even really looked at the text.
Oh,
the texts that I've seen have just
I got them. Here we go. I ain't gonna read all that bullshit, but there y'all go.
It's just been like very questionable like behaviors, especially if this is supposed to be like your boss.
I mean, but the nigga ain't saying. I mean,
right? Because I think it's definitely, if this is your boss, imagine your boss texting you this. Imagine you as a man, your boss, a man,
texting me what? You have a really fresh voice and take on things. I don't know where this is going, but
these weren't the messages I was seeing.
Oh, okay.
It gets a little.
Okay, let's go to some other ones. I go to some other ones. Hold on, let's go to some other ones. I got more. Okay. What is it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Have y'all found that yet in therapy? He didn't say with me. He just saying like guiltless sex.
Look, but how would you feel? So even if he isn't saying with you, like, cause you know, I don't know. Well, I know y'all like kind of work in insurance. Y'all got to take them fucking modules every year that be like sexual harassment. And it's like, even the fact that somebody would be mentioning sex, like your boss mentioning sex just in like conversations, especially over text message.
Here's the part though, Naomi. Here's the part. First of all, he knows about your therapy. So that means that there are text messages where you've told him about your therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like he's just asking a question about previously talked about.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I'm looking at it. Like, just because like we have no context like of previous conversations, because he's asking like, hey, based on your therapy, when are you think you can get to the point where you can have, he's not saying when can me and you have guiltless sex. He's just saying when can you get to that point in your life.
I don't know. It's just sus. That's what I think of all these messages. They're very sus. And you can see that Tyler Perry has been.
I've been thinking Tyler Perry's gay, though, to be honest.
Okay, so like, you know, it's just a little, I don't know. And even the way he kind of like goes about it, like circles around it, is just very interesting to me.
Here's what Tyler says in that.
So where, even if like Tyler Perry never put like hands or like physically touched, I feel like the messages I've seen would be like weird enough to be getting like from a person who's like signing your checks and shit. Cause it's like you'll feel for one to feel obliged to have to text them back. Like, cause it's not like it's some weird nigga you just met at the bar. Like, oh, okay, I don't have to like reply to this. But it's like, I'm gonna have to see him in the meeting on Monday. Like,
look again. Listen.
But I
think
mean, hey, but like I said, this isn't a message I seen either. And so like the messages that I was seeing was just a little, I don't know.
You were seeing these right here, right? See, these are the ones. Oh, okay. Goddamn, what was you on? The dark web, Naomi? What was you on?
I was on Twitter.
I'm on Twitter, goddamn me.
You're on well shit, I
Where's
don't know.
the one where he shows like himself talking about, hold on, that's the one I'm looking for. Hold on. Where's the one where he shows himself? There's a lot of goddamn. Okay, I thought it's one where he shows himself with that with the shorts on with the.
That was the one that was even weird to me when he sent the photo to him, and he's like, "Nice photo," and he's like, "Nice," and he was like, "I mean, like beautiful, like amazing, like da photo."
Yeah,
and he was like, "Yeah, don't like you can't call that like this, all this like nice."
I'm with you. That was the one. I'm with you. That was the one.
I didn't see that. That's crazy.
No, it was like very, and the picture was very basic too, to where it's like this. It's just a nice, like you're lucky,
right? It's like, nigga.
No, he said you don't see the stud in the photo.
Exactly what he said.
He said, "You not
sure what?" Like it would just be. That's crazy. Like, and I could just imagine like telling my friends, like, "Yeah, oh my god."
I would say the check, like I would have to check my account to see if the wire went through. Like,
see, this was the picture that started this.
But like
TMZ posted this picture last week of Tyler Perry. They were like, "Oh, he's on the boat with some actor. They out there hanging out." That was what sparked all this right there. That picture right there. The other dude saw that and said, "Oh no." See, that's why I'm saying I think the other dude was willing to participate because he saw that picture and now he's coming out after he saw that pic.
Yeah.
He saw that. He saw that, and then he dropped. Where's the Tyler?
The Tyler Perry guy.
Oh, here go the
but
one.
Even, but if he's fucking his actors, or
they go the one right there. Tyler. Wow.
Yeah, nice, great, amazing.
He said, "Nice picture. Yeah, that water does look calm." Tyler said, "Nice picture? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?" He said, "Great, amazing, awesome picture." Tyler said, "You don't see that stud in that nice picture? Rude, hilarious."
Who used the word stud? He old as fuck, stud.
No, like, and that would have been like, no, like, that would have been the end. That like would have been the end, or maybe after the nice picture, because I don't know, like.
The rude in all caps is crazy too.
No, yeah, that's giving gay. Rude. That's what I hear. Rude.
No, you gotta say the Medea voice.
Tyler, you know.
Oh, Tyler.
And I could imagine if I see him, I could only see Medea. Like I just see Medea in his face.
Yeah.
Imagine what that's done to his psyche.
Like imagine dating him.
Y'all know that episode of Boondocks? Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Bro, that episode of Boondocks is actually like perfect for like his shit. That's why he fought to get that shit not aired. Cause even like he hired the grandpa as an actor and was like on some weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't even like oh my gosh, yeah. That shit was right on the money. It seems like
you don't see that stud in that nice picture. That's funny.
He trying to go on a meet and greet.
Nigga, he trying to meet and greet.
I'm gonna start saying it to niggas. I'm trying to go on a meet and greet. What's up?
Get some of the billions, Torian. We trying to get on, Torian. Shit.
Okay. Let me go.
That's gonna send the wrong message. That's gonna sound too friendly. A meet and greet, like, okay.
And look, listen, at first I was like, okay, Tyler Perry. I'm like, man, I was with y'all like Tyler Perry. I like, man, this shit some opportunity shit. Perry gonna be all right. And then I seen this nigga put out some shit today. Did y'all see what he just? Whenever I see a Negro start doing some Negro spirituals and hymns, oh, that nigga guilty.
Yeah. Oh, that nigga guilty. He did it.
I know it's giving like that Diddy video right after Cassie
No,
got
oh
done.
my, you read
Yep.
my mind. You read my
Mhm.
mind.
When
And
I
that
saw,
was the
where is it
beginning of
at?
the end for real.
No, so it's like to think like how the cycle continues. Okay.
But that's what Sloan Bella was saying. Y'all know Sloan Bella,
Mhm.
that psychic on TikTok, Twitter, whatever.
The white
But
lady?
yeah, she's white, short haircut, blonde hair.
I haven't
But
watched
she
it.
went viral because a lot of the shit that she's been prophesying for like the past few years has been like coming to fruition now. Like starting with like the Diddy thing, like that was one of her big things that hit, and it's been like like all this shit like the month down to the month was coming like to fruition. But I don't even know why I just brought her up at this point. What was I about
No,
to say? What were we
and I've
talking about?
never watched. I never watched the video, but I have seen like, like little clips.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, cause
Oh, but yeah, she was
honestly,
saying
I've been
this time
recognizing.
that all this shit was gonna start coming up for like extremely high up like high profile men, and then like not only that, but then you would start to see a lot of people start to run to like Christianity in terms of celebrities and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And like all
Shit,
that stuff
even
did come
regular
up.
people, that shit's
Right.
happening.
Right. So I mean, but that like literally like starts happening by the month, and so it's just interesting to watch how like now this stuff's coming out because I'm sure it's been happening for God knows how long.
So long, everybody thought they was good.
Right.
So
That's the
long,
thing.
everybody was like, "We in a
Hmm.
clear, like we can operate like this. Like
Yeah.
this is what we do. Actually, like this is
Right.
actually what we do. Like this is
Which
how
is
we
now
operate."
what makes that Diddy thing because that makes the everybody saying, well, how could this be a Rico? Like it's just baby oil, whatever, shit like that. But he was so
Although I
comfortable.
believe Diddy is innocent, I don't think
But
Diddy
he
did
was so
shit.
the thing is he was so comfortable that he
Free
was
Diddy,
like doing all the traveling, buying all the people shit, and giving their money
free
and
Diddy.
the flights and shit, using like the Diddy Enterprise like incorporated like
Mhm.
money and like name. And so at that
Man,
point,
them people was
that's
willingly
like at
going,
the end of the day,
bro.
that's like Google like buying a flight for a prostitute
Free
to
Diddy.
come to a hotel, fuck, and then Google cutting a check from Google to the prostitute, then flying them back home.
Yeah, you get a slap on the wrist for that. You don't go to jail for life. You get,
Well, no, that would be the biggest scandal if Google was doing that and there's drugs and the guy that they arrested in the beginning of all this that was like the drug mule, he's like the final witness that's about to take the stand right now.
Diddy's
So
gonna go
like
to
with
drip.
all the drugs that was involved with all the abuse, that's like if Google were to come out with this, that's the point is that he was doing all this shit in the name of like revolt and like all his
So,
business name, all his
so
companies.
my opinion
That
on that is, I think
makes it
Diddy's.
interesting.
I've maintained it from the very beginning. I think Diddy's gonna go to jail federally for drugs and guns because clearly that he was supplying drugs and he has guns with serial numbers scratched off. He must have
And a
had
lot
them
of that's
shit.
in the name of his business. That's what could make this a Rico easily.
Yeah, but like it's not. I mean,
Easily. The prosecution
but
has
it's
a
not.
case there.
But they, in my opinion, I'm not in the courtroom. Obviously, I'm just going by what I've heard. I haven't heard shit that would make me think that he's
Yeah.
in that terms. But he's gonna go to jail. He's gonna go to jail because they haven't charged him technically for the drugs and the guns. He's gonna
Yeah.
go to jail for that. That shit is.
Yeah. No,
He's
I
going to jail
felt
for
the
that.
same way. I felt like the Rico was
Yeah,
crazy
he's
up
going to
until
jail
like
for
the
that.
other no, up
This
until the
other
other day
shit.
when the prosecutors pulled the evidence of all the receipts and how much money has been spent in the name of his incorporated businesses. Once at first I was thinking, where's the Rico? But then once they pulled that out, my holy shit, they're clearly saving some heavy shit for the end because now the drug mule is about to come in on the stand. But for me, that's where it becomes like I'm like, holy shit, that's a thing to like be doing that shit in the name of such a big corporation and so much money that's being moved. Like that's a thing at that point, and that is federal. And at that point, people were being flown from different states, like in different countries at that point. So that is a real like bitch. We have to look at the definition of crime. That's what happens when you go to court. They looking
Yeah,
at this.
but
They
that's what I'm
literally
saying. Though.
looking
That's
at the
why.
evidence and they look at the law book and they say, okay, bitch, this
But
is kind of matching up.
that's where I think the jury's gonna come into play is because they got to figure out. Because again, me personally, man, this is one of those weird situations where it's like if they want to look at it by the book and say, well, technically you flew these professional sex workers over here to have sex with somebody who was willing to have sex with them. Technically, I mean, technically he did it, but it's like, anyway,
That's
okay.
illegal. Then that's an enterprise.
But like, that's not what. But like, again,
But
we'll get on
based on
that
how
when the
they had
verdict
it
comes
set
out.
up, like how they're going to the different hotels. They're waiting for them to come back from the parties. They're there for
Yes,
hours.
but
They staged
everybody was
rooms.
willing. Nobody, I don't think
Yes, but it's
anybody was
the
not
thing is,
willing to
it's an
do it. Everybody was in on
enterprise.
it.
Yeah, that's just like in Houston, they shut down like 18 to 20 something bars that were ran by Mexicans. I'm sure everybody that worked there were willing
I'm
participants. At
with
the end of
you.
the day, they were running sex shit in the back of them things. All them hoes got ran through and shut down. At the end of the day, I'm sure people that
Yes,
work
but they
the
go.
bartenders and the cooks were willing, and like I'm sure
Here's
even
the
the people that
difference,
was
though,
pimps
Lionel.
were
Here's the
willing.
difference, though.
But that's
In
illegal. It's an
those
enterprise.
situations, those people did 6 months in jail. They're trying to send him to jail for life for this. That's where it's different. Like they're trying to send him for a life
No,
sentence for this.
that I don't think those people have been sentenced at all, let alone 6 months.
None of
Uh,
those people go to jail
no.
for. I can let you know right now. None of those people go to jail for life. Those people who own those massage parlors who like get shut down, they don't go to jail for life. They're trying to send Diddy to jail for life. They're life.
So like, how does that make you feel? Why does that change?
You don't make me
things
feel
for
no
you?
way because I'm not involved in it.
Well, I mean, it obviously like kind of changes things for you. You think he
It
shouldn't
don't
be
change
sent to jail for
nothing
life?
for me. It literally changed zero for me. It changes zero for me. I don't give a.
So then why does it matter that he's going to jail for life?
Because we're
Because
talking
it's
about
not
it
fair?
on the show, and we're talking about it, and I don't think that he's guilty. That's my point. I don't think that he's guilty of what they're saying. They're saying he should go to jail
And what
for
are they
life.
saying they're guilty of? What are they saying?
I have no clue because they haven't proven their case. That's my point. I have no clue what they're saying he's guilty of.
He's charged with like weapons, like illegal weapons, and then also like a RICO charge.
That's not a part of this. The illegal weapons is not a part of this, though. I agree. He's going to jail for
Let's
the
just pull
illegal
up the
weapons.
charges real quick.
Yeah, he's definitely going to jail for the guns and the drugs. He can't get past that.
It's for
But,
sex
like,
trafficking
this
because
stuff-
he was paying for the shit with his credit card. They like.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, if we're gonna say, oh well, on a technicality, we got him. It's like, okay. I mean, I guess. But like, we all know as Black folks, all of these laws that they're getting them with.
And so like that's where I feel like I differentiate. Lord knows I love my Black people, right? But at the end of the day, if you are doing some heinous shit,
what has he done heinous? What has he done heinous?
He was beating Cassie's ass. He was beating
Okay,
these women.
that's
Are you
not-
saying they were?
listen.
No, I don't care. So I don't
Domestic
care. I don't
violence
care
is
if you're
not a
saying it's
life sentence.
I'm not the judge. I'm not the juror.
Domestic violence is not a life sentence.
But so what I'm saying, he was doing some heinous shit. I don't care if he's not on trial for that shit. That nigga can go to jail and jail for that shit. And we seen that shit on camera. So that's not even some speculation. And that's just what we seen on camera.
You got
That's
tainted.
what we
situation.
seen in the middle of a fucking
You got
hallway.
brainwashed.
That
You
isn't
got
something that
brainwashed.
we
There
did not see in a closed door. Okay. So seeing that is enough to let me know what type of
Let me ask
time
you a
he's
question.
doing.
So let me ask you a question. Had you not seen that, then what?
I already have an idea of like the shit that is illicit in that space. And so I don't need to see.
There's no need to have an idea. They had the people come testify. We don't gotta think about it or imagine. The people that were there testified.
And it's worse than I would have imagined. I wouldn't have imagined that he was as abusive as what the women said. I wouldn't have even thought.
Abuse isn't a life sentence. I'm sorry.
But that's not what he's charged with.
it
He's not
should
even charged with
be.
abuse.
It should
That's-
be.
He's not charged with abuse.
Okay,
which
but
is
it's
crazy.
not.
I know, ironic, but that's the
Okay.
point. The point is to because what he's charged with is actually a RICO, which is racketeering conspiracy. He's also charged with sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. I can never pronounce that. Coercion.
Coercion.
Coercion. Okay.
which is
and then
facts. I feel like they
transportation
definitely
for
prove that.
purposes of prostitution. And then so what that ends up proving when you have all these women saying like he was whooping the shit out of them in the name of these free calls and like bitch do whatever else, like that doesn't that's like coercion or potential force to like be whooping somebody's ass. Because like if you want to do a freak
No,
off on
those are two
Monday, but then
separate
like if you want to
things.
do a freak off on
Hold on.
Monday, but then
No, and
Tuesday you
that's if you
sore,
could
and you don't
separate
want to
it.
do it,
No,
then
see,
like you
y'all
don't
gotta
have to
stop
do
this
it.
stuff. Y'all want Diddy to be. It's one thing if you
I
I don't want
want
Diddy to do
want,
Diddy to
anything.
be.
At the end of the
I
day,
want,
I feel
If
like
you
Diddy's not
want him
even
to
being
be
I
charged with
free,
the
want
evil shit
women
that
not
he's
to be
probably
getting their
done.
ass beat. I want women not to be forced into situations because of power
so
dynamics.
Diddy's not your. So Diddy is not your opt-in. If you want women to not get their
No,
ass whooped.
my op is America Kaka. My op is the fucking industry.
So
My
so
op is the
so
people
so
that allow all the fucking sick shit to happen. Like you
what
who got
sick
two
shit?
daughters,
What
like you
sick
who got
shit?
two daughters,
Tell me the sick
because
shit.
there's a chance that one of them could get
What's
their
the
ass
sick
beat.
shit?
There's a chance that men will be beating their ass. That is a chance that, and that is a very
What's
much a
the sick?
reality.
I'm asking for
And so
what's the sick shit.
just listen to what you're condoning.
I'm not condoning
You're
nothing.
condoning.
I'm telling you that in our court system, domestic abuse is not a life sentence. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not
But he's
I don't
condoning
not
it.
care.
charged
And
with
so do
domestic
you feel
abuse.
like
He's
if a
not
man
charged
is
with it.
beating your
He's not charged
daughter,
with that.
if you feel like a man is beating your daughter, breaking her
I'm
bones,
telling you,
forcing her to
abuse is not a life
do
sentence, is
shit,
what I'm telling y'all.
niggas gonna be ready to fucking make it a life sentence by taking them out this world. Okay. So like
See,
to say that it's not,
this is insane.
But
See, this
what's
is
the Roy? What
no,
is
insane.
your
and I'm
point?
like,
What's
but
your
you
point in
I'm not
saying that? Because
supporting shit.
Roy, what's your point in saying
I'm
that?
not
Because that's not what
supporting
he's charged
shit.
with. What's your point with that? Because that's not what he's charged with.
I'm not supporting shit. What I'm
No, I'm
telling you,
saying what's the
the
point? Because he's
dangerous
not
case
charged
that
with
they're bringing
abuse,
forth. This is
huh?
a dangerous case that they're bringing forth. This is a dangerous case. I'm not supporting shit. That's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all are acting like people don't have domestic disputes. Everyday people have domestic violence.
But
They don't go to
I'm
jail for
asking
life.
you like,
aware.
okay, but why are you stuck on domestic abuse when that's not
Because
one
that's
of
what
the charges?
Naomi's bringing up. Domestic, not me.
No,
No, that's
what
been
I
your
was, we were
stance.
bringing up how that force can be perceived as coercion because you kept trying to
No,
say
what
it
I'm
doesn't tie
saying,
into
no.
the case. And so
Okay.
I'm saying that, okay, you don't want P. Diddy to go to jail. That's fine.
No, I don't give a damn about P. Diddy.
No,
What
you
I'm
do
saying,
care because you're
no, I
yelling
don't care
about
about
him
P. Diddy
getting
at all.
life.
I
And
don't
so
know
I
this
just
nigga.
see where you're like, it could be a
He
slippery
owes
slope.
Torian a jacket. I
It
don't
could
got nothing to
be
do with it.
it
I
could
know.
be a
I feel like
slippery
if anything,
slope
he's
Torian,
probably
for
getting off
black
Torian,
men.
light
You're saying
because
it could be a slippery slope for black
We
men
do.
in the
I'm like
future
he's probably
getting
getting off light
arrested.
because Kim Porter doesn't get to go to trial and tell her
no,
story.
here's what I'm
You know, like
see,
she's not
that's
even
all
here. Who knows
conspiracy
all the
stuff.
people?
See, y'all talking about Kim Porter.
Come on, Lionel, bring
See,
it up.
here's what
Yeah,
I'm
no,
telling
because it's
y'all.
true.
See,
Like, and that's
no,
real. Like, that's
nothing's
just like
true.
how
You
you go
can't
down
say
this
that's
list of
true,
all the
Lionel.
women.
How is it
No,
true?
shut. Please stop. 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 So I don't have to
You're
talk.
saying it's true and it's not true. We don't know any
I
of that
never
is
said
true.
nothing is true. IMO, in my opinion. I'm not speaking. Listen, I need you to put the hooves to the sand and hold it.
I'm
Okay.
not
So
because
first things
this is
first.
wild
First things
what's going
first.
on here.
Stop. First things first. Like,
Kim
I'm not an
Porter
idiot, and
passed.
so I'm
Rest
not
in
an idiot.
peace.
And in my opinion, obviously it's not even a matter of opinion. This is facts. There's facts that he broke Kim Porter's nose on some island, and like there's a doctor that went out there to like kill
That's
her.
domestic violence. What is that?
I know, but so I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, my point is before you spaz the fuck out and lose your mind, bitch, get a grip. What I'm trying to tell you is that I don't think that he's even being charged with half the shit he's done. I'm saying I feel like he got off. He's getting off light, if you ask me, because I've heard so many stories about Diddy. Like, who knows what he could genuinely be charged with for a lifetime. But like he's getting off light to even having just 3 charges and that's it for
So let me
Diddy
hold on,
comes.
Lionel.
So at the
So
end of
you
the
think
day,
if the
like you know, like what you do and whatever we do in the world is gonna come back for us, and like that's what this says.
but
You have to
no,
be
these are the
accountable.
feds. You think if the
Ultimately, he
feds
probably
had
getting
something, they
off
wouldn't
light
charge him?
compared to half the shit he's actually done that's illegal and fucked up. Like and so at the end of the day, we have
because
to
it's
face our
gonna
shit.
tie back into some other sick shit. So,
To
which
think
is
that
why,
Diddy is
like,
not of a
it's
sin,
so.
Diddy
What
gives me a
sick
sinister.
shit?
I've
Y'all
said
are
this
just
before.
making this
Audience,
up.
I've said
Y'all are just
before. You can
making
look in his
stuff
eyes
up.
and just be black, and that's like alarming to me. I feel like he
What
gives me
sick
those
shit?
sinister vibes.
Y'all do remember when this first started? People told me it was gonna be Diddy is having sex with men. It was gonna be underage girls. It was gonna be dungeons. It was gonna be people tied up. None of that stuff's come out. It's just that Diddy likes to sit in the corner and watch the women that
Nobody said that. People said that. Why is he going to jail? Because he's freaked out. People were saying if he's just into guys and he got like baby oil, what's the problem? That's what people were saying. They were saying, what's the big deal with liking baby oil? He's
No.
just so he's a freak. It's like we already knew he's a freak.
That's
Like
all
that's
that's
the
come
thing.
out in this trial, that he's a freak.
That's not all that's
This
come out
trial
in
to
this
show he's a
trial. That's
freak.
not all that's come out in this
That's not all.
trial. And you're not paying attention.
What else has come out?
That
The
he's
thing
been
that you
whooping the
keep
shit out of these
avoiding
women
to
and
say
forcing
isn't
them to have sex with
important.
men and get STDs in the middle of it. That's crazy.
Y'all do understand that domestic violence has a statute of limitations that's already run out. I'm sorry. I apologize. I can't do
like
nothing about
the
it.
dots are
He's
not
not
clicking
on.
for you. The dots are just not
And
clicking
and
for you
and,
right
and,
now.
and here's the other part. Y'all are tying. Y'all saw a video of him hitting Cassie too. Oh well, that's why she was doing these freak offs. Two things can be true.
No, the
He
testimony
could've-
was
No.
crazy. It was like he
Hold
would
on,
randomly
I
drop
can't
kick.
finish.
The
I
fact
can't
that
finish.
drop kick,
Go ahead.
there's
No,
no
go ahead.
can't
drop
finish.
kick is in the court documents. He is drop kicked her. He will randomly just whoop her ass
So what?
seamlessly. And that's
Fuck it, I'm going
insane to
there
me.
now. So what?
Okay,
So
so
then
the
that makes you
point
think. That
is,
makes you
I
think,
think,
Roy. That makes you think. In the way the court moves, they're gonna
So
think.
what?
Wait, did you actually want to do those freak offs, or was he whooping your ass into this so he can get his nut off?
No.
That's
What I'm
they're gonna
telling you is
think.
y'all were together for a decade, and you're giving me 5
oh,
instances.
you don't know how abuse works.
You don't know
I
how
get
abuse
it.
works, then.
You don't know how abuse. Oh.
I do know how abuse. See, no,
No, you have
no.
to be careful.
Y'all don't
You
know
really
how
gotta be
real
careful.
life works. See, y'all are
I
taking.
know how life works.
No, y'all don't know how real life. I'm in real. I'm
I
in the
know
real
men
world.
usually get away
I'm
with
in
it.
the real
Men
world.
usually get away with it.
I live
Men
in the
usually get
real
away with it.
world.
I know women get beat
I
and
live
men
I know
get
we
away
just had a
with it.
story on this one on this episode of a woman getting murdered on live on this episode.
No, I don't.
With
But
2
y'all are
daughters
talking
and a
about
wife
something
at
that he-
home, so it's like the takes be killing me. The takes be killing me.
This is insanity. This
No,
is
you're
insanity.
insane.
I'm telling y'all
Look here
that
in the
y'all
mirror.
talking about domestic violence, and we live in a country in which domestic violence is rampant.
Oh,
It's
wow.
not like it's.
Wow.
It's
Well,
just
nobody's
rampant.
fighting for domestic violence. I'm
So
saying
like,
you're missing the
so you're
point,
just
Roy.
saying
You gotta stay
that.
with us. There's a
No,
reason
because
that's
no. Wait, hold on, wait. I'm telling y'all are the hypocrites, not me. I hate domestic
what is
violence.
going on?
Y'all don't have a problem with it. Y'all
I
have
feel
no
like you're talking
problem with it
yourself at this
unless
point.
it's Diddy. Now y'all got a problem with it. See, that's
I
weird.
always have a problem.
That's
with
weird
that.
to me. Because
I
y'all got
always have a-
uncles,
It might
cousins,
be you. It might
friends.
be you with your homeboys that you never check that you
No,
allowed to do shit.
no,
Because statistics would show that you niggas ain't gangster, okay? And I'm
No.
sure that you never ever checking your
No,
niggas
I don't think it's
on
tough
no
to
type
hit a
of
woman.
shit. And
I don't think
so
it's tough to hit a woman. But here's what I do know, Naomi, that I've seen people to where I've tried to step in and they've jumped on me for trying to step in. And she's like, why you in my business? That's what I'm telling you. So I'm telling you that people out here have wild relationships.
okay,
She should
yes.
call
Do you know
she should
how
call the
abuse works?
No, what I'm telling you, see, you tell me I don't know. I do know how abuse works.
I don't
What
think
you
you
don't
do.
understand is how the law works. They got statute of limitations, and that shit's passed on that beating. They put that video out intentionally to brainwash everybody. That's the only reason, because that's just not even in the trial.
Okay, and so what are they brainwashing? What is the real purpose of
Because
this
y'all
case?
got
What do
sympathy.
you think
Let
is
me ask you a
happening
question.
right now,
Let me ask
Roy?
you.
No,
Okay,
just
let me
answer
ask
the
you a question. Let me ask you a question. Why don't y'all feel the way about Jane Doe? Nobody believes Jane Doe. This Jane Doe has been testifying. Nobody believes her. You know why? Ain't no fucking tape of her getting beat. Nobody believes this Jane Doe. Everybody like
who
this
doesn't
bitch lying.
believe her? Who doesn't believe
and
her?
I don't even
Nobody
know.
believes her.
I believe
Nobody
her.
believes her.
And they've already painted a vivid enough picture where it's
100%
like,
believe
okay,
her.
this is part of
She
the
seems
character.
so confident in her story from what I've heard. I definitely believe Jane Doe.
I haven't really tuned in. I haven't
That's why
tuned
this
in
is
the
all.
last
I don't know. I
2
don't
weeks.
think it's worth arguing about because at the end of the day, the case is being made. I feel like the prosecutors at first, I didn't see the case. I'm like, where are they going? Like Rico, I didn't get it because it did
No,
seem
same.
very. But
No,
now,
wait.
like,
I
when you
want to
look
know
at the
what they're
charges,
brainwashing us for, Roy. Like, so what is
Because
the
they
big
put that
picture?
video out.
Why is this happening? No, but like, okay, so you think
Because
that
they
we're being
knew that video
brainwashed?
had already passed the statute
no,
of
they been
limitations.
brainwashed us
Okay,
because they
so
was
but
telling
I'm
us that
saying,
Combs
but
was like this
why?
stand-up guy.
But yeah, so like, do you think he's just like being railroaded? Do you think he's not guilty of
Can I give y'all?
anything?
Can I give
That
y'all another
P. Diddy
example?
should be walking free?
Can I give you
Like,
another example? Let me give you another
no,
example.
I want you to answer the questions I asked.
I'm going to answer that question, but first let me say this. There was a famous videotape of the football player Ray Rice who smacked the shit out of his girl in an elevator and appeared to knock her unconscious in the elevator. When that came out, the NFL was like, oh shit, we got to suspend them. Everybody was against them. Those two people are still married today. So don't talk to me about, I don't know how abuse works. Those people are still married today, 12 years after that video, right?
Do you think she's still getting hit?
I don't know what she's being doing. I know she's
Okay,
married.
do you
I don't know
think?
what's
I didn't
happening
ask
in their
what you know.
household.
I asked what you
I
think.
don't know what's
What do
happening
you don't
in their
think?
household.
You
I'm
don't
telling
think?
you,
Oh,
she's
that
married
makes
to that
And
man.
so
Make
that's
it
the
I'm
sense.
point,
You
telling
don't
Roy.
you,
That's
think?
the
You don't
point.
think?
That's why
I'm
this is
telling you,
Roy.
after
You have
being
to take
hit,
a deep
she
breath
still
and
chose
calm
to
down.
marry him, is what
Take
I'm
a
telling
deep
you.
breath.
Okay, and do
Roy,
you think she
breathe.
is still being
I
hit?
know, bitch.
Let's all
You
breathe
said you know
together.
how abuse works.
I'm just telling you, after that happened on videotape, she still
So
chose to
you
marry him.
say, okay, okay. So
But
you
That's
some
what
made
I'm
your
telling you.
you
Roy.
But
made your
Roy, and the
standards
thing is, he's
clear.
being tried.
If a
He's
No,
being
man,
I don't
tried.
think
no,
Like,
you
anybody
that's
should
made
the
your
touch
thing.
standards
anybody.
clear.
I'm
A
just telling
man can beat
everybody
your
out
daughter's
there.
ass, and you could take her out of that
Okay, Roy.
situation.
Well,
If
let
she
me
goes
just
back with that man, then it's
let me speak
What
to
okay.
I'm
his
telling
That
point.
is
you
Roy,
her
is,
let me speak to
choice.
your point.
And if she gets hit again, she's on her own.
Right.
Got
So
it.
exactly. So Roy, to your point, that he's just
no,
being
that's
tried.
not my
If there's
point. Y'all
Roy,
don't get
listen, if
it.
there's no racketeering, he wasn't forcing them into these freak offs, then there's no big deal. He was just whooping their ass and they was loving it. Okay, no,
We
it's
don't
all
know
fun
he
and
was
games.
whooping her ass.
Okay,
Y'all
he'll
saw
walk
one
free and he'll go home.
video. Y'all saw
Okay,
one
then there'll be no big
video.
deal.
And then,
enough,
but
He
you've
was
been
just
Roy.
whooping
talking
their
Y'all
about
ass,
court
said
no big
enough
deal,
testimony.
right?
If
Okay.
somebody's testifying in a court of law
Right.
and you're so worried about the court of law,
Bro.
Why
what
would
they're
it
saying is on
die?
the record. So what they're saying is on the record, as that's what it is. And so it wasn't just one video. It was also testimony that was happening. It was also all of his
Who
assistants
testified
and
to that? Who
workers saying,
testified?
yes, he beat Cassie's ass. Yes, he beat these bitches' ass. Like, yes, this is the things that were going on. And I would clean up the evidence, right? And
And
I would
the
clean up
Asian
the
one
evidence
that
for
said
their
that she was
housekeeping
pregnant
and
on
would
top
have
of
won.
Kay, and he kicked her
Hold
in the
on.
stomach, kicked her
Naomi,
downstairs.
here's my question. Did they say he beat their ass because they did not want to do a freak off? I'll answer that for you. No, that was
One
not
of them
why
I
he was.
feel like did allude
I
to
think
that.
that did come up. That
No,
did come up.
facts. One of them
No,
did
Roy,
allude
it's
to
because
that.
no, it's like because she didn't like she wasn't like
there was
doing
never
something or
one
something.
text
He
or
took
anything
her in
that said
that
I
back room,
beat her
fucked her
ass because
up.
she didn't want to freak off.
No, it was one
No,
actually.
it was
That's
them
cap. That's
testifying to
cap.
what
Oh, I
She
do
didn't want
remember.
to
I
freak
think
off
it
on
was
her
the
That's
same
birthday. She
cap.
girl.
said not
I
on my
think it was the
birthday.
same
Yeah, because
shit.
she was like, did Cassie want to do it? And she was like, no, I don't think so.
She didn't want to do
That's
it for
Yeah,
her
called
like
birthday.
secondhand.
like
See,
trying to
that's called
talk shit back.
secondhand information. I don't believe it. See, I don't believe it.
And I don't
And
believe
that's
you're
the
a truth
problem.
teller.
I'm telling y'all that people
Lie.
don't go to jail for life for domestic
Okay,
violence.
so why would they be
But they
sending
do go
him
to
to
jail
jail
for
for life? You're
racketeering and
talking
flying
about us with
prostitutes
the
across the country to
conspiracies.
fuck
You're talking
their
about us
woman.
with the
And the woman don't want to
conspiracies.
fuck
But
that
it's like,
night.
okay,
And they're
so
whooping
what
her
is
ass and she
happening
want to
here?
fuck on a
Why is
Monday.
Diddy on trial? Like, why did they come and arrest
That's
Diddy
jail
if
right
he
there.
was an innocent man? Or
Trust
even
me.
if he's not so innocent on certain things, why are they coming for Diddy? Like, what's the
Well,
point?
people have gone to jail for
What's the
far
point?
less. Trust me.
Like, what the fuck?
I understand white supremacy. Apparently tonight,
Okay,
nobody
because he's
understands
a
white
black man.
supremacy but me tonight.
No, and of course, do I think Diddy's the only one doing it? Do I think Diddy's the only one doing
what?
it?
What is
Do
he
I
doing?
think he's I would say he's alleging a lot, and you would probably say it's conspiracy, but then you also probably don't believe like in magic and fucking like the other shit. So it's like I can't really too much like say we're on the same
No,
type
here's
of
my point. My point,
So
Naomi, is this: if the feds had child porn, if the feds had dungeons, they got to present that evidence. If they don't present the evidence, I'm not going to sit back and say, oh, well, they got a case, but it's more that they can.
Why is it a dungeon for you? They were doing this in 5-star hotels and penthouses.
Doing what? Having sex with sex workers? That's porn.
That they're being
And did you know? Did you know that like? Did you know that sex traffic? Did you know that sex traffic victims are sex workers? They can be given as sex workers. Like, oh, this is the work they're doing.
So you
and
think
whole time like this girl went missing 5 years ago. She went
no, that's not what happened here. You think
no?
You
and
think
so at
that's
the
not
end
what
of the
happened
day.
here.
At the end,
But that's
so
not
like
what happened here, though.
You're not on the jury, so you don't have to follow the rules, or maybe you do, and maybe you can't like fucking sense like when somebody is wrong. I don't care if you are black or you're white. Roy, you're fucking wrong, and I think you're wrong, and I'm not gonna sit on the stand and be like, well, he's a black man, so I don't think.
You know what y'all should be more upset about? All three of y'all live in Houston, and it was a huge child predator ring with over almost 200 people that was just arrested in Houston. Why ain't y'all upset about that?
You said
why they got
y'all
arrested?
didn't know about it. See,
I did know. My brother did tell me about it.
200 people was just arrested.
Well,
nobody cared. Y'all worried about Diddy.
I posted it on the podcast page. What you talking about?
And we think that's a great thing. We think justice is being served, and we're happy. So what?
That's the real tea. That was happening in everybody's
backyard. Clock it.
That was clocking. That was how they do it. Clocking. That was clocking. Yeah, there you go. Whatever the finger it is, God damn it, I don't know which one it is.
The middle finger or your
that's
thumb.
The point.
Oh, I don't.
Okay. It's okay for justice to be served. It's okay.
Middle finger, your thumb. Pause. Whoa. My whole thing is there are real people out here. That was a real thing that happened in Houston. 200 people got arrested. Nobody cares.
But
Those
you
are
recognize
real
it's real, right? It's a real thing, right? It's a real
system's
thing.
doing its
yes,
job,
because there were people that were really missing.
So things like these exist. Okay, boom. Got that on the record. Got it.
Yes.
Got it. So that
This
can
ain't
lend
that.
to your understanding. That could lend to your understanding with somebody like a P. Diddy, a mogul, somebody who has access to funds. Imagine these sick predators if they had access.
You got to show me some
millions
I'm
of
evidence
dollars. No, please imagine they have
I'm
access to millions of dollars. How do you think they're moving? Like, oh no, they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine.
No, clearly he's not, because it's a video out there that we all saw on TMZ. So clearly he's not moving good. So I'm evidence-based. You got to show me the evidence, and then I'm rocking with you. I can't just go just because.
God don't like that.
Oh, well, I'm agnostic anyway, so it don't matter to me. I'm cool on that. I'm agnostic anyway, see? So I'm good anyway, see? I'm already cool.
That's great.
I'm already cool, see? That didn't buy it. I mean,
you need to go to New York. You need to be up there standing in solidarity.
This nigga only believes in the scene when we can only see 99.5% of the spectrum. Hilarious.
Hey, let me take you further. I'm colorblind. And I'm colorblind.
No, and like that's why you can't see shit. Oh my God.
There you go. See, I'm colorblind.
You can't see, you can't think. I see. I see.
Well, good night.
Now, on that effect, I quit and fuck Roy. I don't work with people who condone this type of shit.
Y'all ain't shit.
If Naomi quits, I'm out too.
I'm like, I'm gonna be
poison R. Kelly in jail. They just tried to poison R. Kelly. Free R. Kelly while we at it.
Oh,
okay,
Lord, I knew you was going there.
All right. First of all, I love all y'all.
Yeah, right. Prove it. Send me
peace to the planet. Peace to the planet. I love all y'all. Peace to the planet. I love that we had this spirited debate tonight. I enjoyed that. It was a debate. It takes a lot for me to get animated. I usually don't get animated.
I know, but when you be sticking up for them abusers, boy, when you get to sticking up for them abusers and them fucked up people, you can't help yourself. Only men though. It's only the man. He's never sticking up for a fucked up woman. That's just.
I'm here for it. But tonight's bird was Doja Cat.
I'm gonna pray for your wife and daughters.
All right, man. Well, listen. First of all, let me express my love for everybody on our panel. I love my cousin Torian. Shout out to Lionel One. That's my G. He out here combing his beard out here in these streets. You know I love my
cigarettes now.
You know I love my sister Naomi. Me and Naomi the same sign. Maybe that's why we clash.
And I'll let you know I have a lot of Scorpio placements. So and I don't like arguing. And when shit rubs me the wrong way, I hate you forever. No, but there be a lot of resentment energy I be having to work through with my Scorpio shit. So don't be making shit that would make me resent.
This is what I'm gonna say to everybody. I love y'all, and ain't nothing y'all can do about it. See, that's how I defeat all that. See, I love you. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. See, there we go. Hey, we out of here, man. We see y'all next week. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. We got to make sure we drop the link next week, man. Where y'all can cam up with us. Y'all can cam up and be a part of the goddamn show. We gonna hit that with y'all next week, man. Peace. We out of here.